Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dom,
I am Jamie.
and welcome back to the cutting room floor. Like we said, we've been keeping our word lately. We did all Mad Max for you guys.
Yes.
That's like 5 fucking movies. We did them all for you guys, and we're still on the Wesley train, and we're gonna Wes it out, So today we're doing my personal favorite Wes Anderson movie, 2001, The Royal Tenenbaums.
Really? It's your personal favorite?
My personal favorite Wesley.
Out of his entire oeuvre.
Actually, this was the first Wes movie I ever saw.
Oh, really?
Yep. Me and my god brother watched it.
Wait, your god brother?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. We watched
So you went to church together?
We did not. We did not. He's not a church going guy. He's actually not doing the best in life. He's struggling with some problems, but he's a good kid, very artistic. Great artist.
Oh, nice.
But we watched this and we both fell in love with it back in 01. He was a couple years older than me, so I was like, I think it came out on Christmas or around Christmas. So I was like 10. He was like maybe like 12 or 13.
Yeah, because it came out December that year.
Yeah, I think.
And it is a Christmas movie. Because you hear some Charlie Brown Christmas tunes,
Christmas stuff in there. This movie has there's not a lot of songs in it, but the songs that are in it are perfect. Like
dude,
the
Paul
Hey
Simon
Jude cover.
Oh yeah,
and then you got fucking the Ramones in there. Which is one of my favorite scenes in the movie when they play that.
The Stones.
I'm like, there's a lot of good music in there. There's not a ton of songs, but it's good.
There's a song that sounds like it could be John Lennon, like solo John Lennon.
Probably is.
Yeah. It's like kind of in the background in the one scene that I can't think of, but I can hear it, the tune in my head. It doesn't matter. I know. It's great.
Everything
very specific.
Everything done with this movie is done to perfection, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I think this was Wes's coming out party. Like, and bro, I'm here.
And Luke Wilson, too. Because he'd been in obviously a few Wes films before that, and I think Legally Blonde may have come out this year also.
I totally forgot he's in that.
Yeah, so like people were starting to know who he was. Yeah,
good year.
And obviously people knew who Owen Wilson was because of like Armageddon, Shanghai Noon were out around.
I mean, Owen was just, I don't know, I feel like he was always the more popular of the two Wilsons.
Yeah.
Of the actors.
Yes.
Wilsons,
yeah. Because obviously, the older brother is guest starring in this one as well.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't want to be him, just like you don't want to be the other Hemsworth.
Yeah. Luke Hemsworth.
Yeah, you don't want to be Luke.
Yeah.
You want to be Chris or Liam.
Yeah.
Preferably Chris, but
Yeah.
Shit, I'll take Liam Hemsworth too.
It depends on how you feel about Miley Cyrus, I guess, right?
I love Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, so then you might not mind being Liam.
Yeah, I mean, she's not the hottest girl, but like she seems really cool. So like, I don't know, I'll probably have a fun time hanging with her. I don't know if I want to date her, but whatever.
She's a bit of a wrecking ball.
She definitely is. I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
She's a bit of a wrecking ball. She's a child star.
Yeah, I was going to say those ex-Disney kids, right?
Like, what do you expect? Honestly.
I mean, like Zendaya seems normal.
Yeah, Zendaya. And honestly, Miley Cyrus is doing pretty good too. Honestly.
Cole Sprouse,
Zendaya, Miley Cyrus, Zac Efron, Vanessa Hudgens, Selena Gomez. Yeah. They're all doing pretty good. So
yeah.
Maybe Disney isn't the problem. I think it's Nickelodeon.
Yeah. That's a whole other subject, right?
Yeah, like, I think if you're a Nick star, you got fucked. But if you're on Disney, you're okay.
Yeah, that's a touchy subject.
Very. Yeah. Shout out to Dan Schneider.
Hey. Dennis from Head of the Class.
Yeah. Yo, you knew him from that, huh? I never watched that show, but I obviously when all those documentaries came out, I saw clips of it, and I was like, interesting.
See, I didn't watch the documentary. I just remember the show from when I was a kid.
Shit is crazy. Truthfully, he's not the worst one of them all. There's some other people that were involved. And I'm like, okay, this guy was worse than Dan Snyder, man. Like, because Dan Snyder it seems like he made more of an uncomfortable work atmosphere, whereas other people were actually doing things.
Yeah.
It's a lot. We won't get into that. This is about Wes Anderson.
It is.
The Royal Tenenbaums. So, hit y'all with some stats. Rotten Tomatoes. An underscored 81%.
Really?
I think this movie should definitely be in the 90s. I'm shocked it's not in the 90s.
Maybe it's just because when it came out, they only had Rushmore and Bottle Rocket to compare it to.
Yeah, and I feel like the critics were probably like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
They're like, this is weird.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really not really coming out like that at that time. Like,
No, it was very
a whole bunch of characters where every character is important to the story. Every character matters.
And probably the most important one, Pagoda. Honestly, if you think about it. Because he saved Royal's life.
Royal, and he's been kind of keeping everything afloat for Ethel.
Yeah, so he's more important than you realize.
That's why I was like, he's got to go in the recast.
Yeah.
I'm like, you got to have him.
Yeah.
But 81 on Rotten Tomatoes, 7.6 on IMDb, pretty good score. 4.1 on Letterboxd. That's a really good score. You know, the Letterboxd, this is definitely more of a Letterboxd crowd film. If you want to know what I gave it on Letterboxd, 5 stars, Angel. 5 stars. It's a great film. Top to bottom, front to back. Everything about it is done almost to perfection. The style, the set pieces, the look of everything, the characters, the costuming.
It's the first real Wes Anderson.
It's a real Wes movie because you're like, because if you watch Rushmore, like I said, you can see little bits and pieces of it in Rushmore. But you watch this, you're like, okay, this dude meticulously set and designed this shit. Like, it's so the details in Royal Tenenbaums is insane.
Do you think it's because of how the film starts? Because it starts off in a way like Grand Budapest does. Mm-hmm. So like someone's checking out a book about
what's
the Royal Tenenbaums. Yeah. And honestly, Alec Baldwin doing the narration.
I'm just going to go ahead and spoil this. That's in my What's Aged the Best. Alec Baldwin's narration. Perfect.
Because without that, I don't think his like second career in the 2000s would have taken off as much.
Oh, yeah, because he's the one guy where you're like kind of like, I need that Wes narration.
Yeah.
I want it. I need it.
And I need his voice.
I need that
the
voice.
way he says, you know, like when Margot and Richie are like in the museum and they survived on like crackers, root beer. Like the way he says it, for some reason, it's like, have you ever watched 30 Rock?
Yeah, I've seen it.
So like that's Jack Donaghy, you know, his delivery. Yeah. Like it's so perfect. And he has a way of saying things like without cracking a smile, and you can tell that he's dead serious because he's a great actor, but he's also a funny actor.
He's funny, and
he's saying like the craziest shit, but it's so serious, and it's like, my God,
I love Alec Baldwin, dude. Like he's been the man for a long time. His narration is golden. It really is. If you cut this narration out of the movie, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work because you'd have to redo the entire film because you'd have to visually show the shit he's telling you.
Yeah.
Which you're gonna have a 3-hour movie thing. There's a million characters,
and even like showing like the beginnings of the chapters when like because the film's split into chapters of the book.
What is it? 7?
7. Yeah.
An epilogue. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, This is honestly, I think this is a perfect movie. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I mean, y'all might disagree with me, but from the writing down to the narration, the acting, the look of the film, the costuming. The costuming is so important to every single character. The way they dress, what they wear specific colors, specific outfits. I don't know what Wes was on. He probably ate a handful of mushrooms. I don't know.
I think he was on his J.D. Salinger kick because it's kind of like
he must have
like the Glass family, like those stories where it's like, you know, kid geniuses, even though there's 7 in the Glass family and there's only 3.
I can't
4 if you count Eli.
I can't do that many fucking characters.
Yeah.
Is Eli a genius though?
He thinks he is.
Yeah, I was like, it sounds like he got lucky.
I think because of the drugs, he thinks
the drugs. Yeah,
I'm on a lot of mescaline right now.
He wrote a book. It happened to blow up. Yeah, he got lucky. I don't think it's one of those. Can you do it again though?
Yeah,
probably not.
Like he's on that tour for Old Custard.
Yeah,
and he's like, what this book presupposes is maybe he didn't.
Yeah, like it's like you don't even know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, yeah, and he's doing that interview, and he's like, it's written in like an old English vernacular or something. He just like trails off. And it's like, what is going on?
Owen Wilson.
Yeah, but only he could pull it off.
Like played that role to perfection.
Yeah.
That's another thing is every character fits their role so well. This is without a doubt Gwyneth Paltrow's best role. Like,
and I think it's like one of her, don't get me wrong, Great Expectations was awesome with Ethan Hawke.
Never watched it.
You never watched
I
it?
never watched it. I watched Great Expectations from David Lean.
Well, I'm sure it's not going to compare.
Yeah,
but like this one has like Anne Bancroft, Robert De Niro, Ethan Hawke, Gwyneth Paltrow. And there's a really great scene where Ethan Hawke's character is like drawing and painting Gwyneth Paltrow, and she has no clothes on, but they don't show anything.
Mm.
And it's like, because everything is like covered depending on how she's sitting to pose for him. And it's crazy because it's one of like the sexiest scenes I think I've ever seen in a movie, because you don't see anything.
Yeah, so it leaves your mind just
wandering.
Yeah,
and it's like, wow, that's incredible. And that one Pulp song that I sent you, that Like a Friend, it plays during that scene in the movie.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
What year is this?
98.
98. I was like, like late 90s.
So it's like right before Shakespeare in Love.
Before Shakespeare in Love, right after 7.
Yeah, right after 7. And maybe Sliding Doors was around. I'm not sure.
I never saw that either.
But like, you know,
after Hard 8.
I think this was like her really, like this is where people were like, wow, Gwyneth Paltrow.
You know, she did have a little fucking career going from like 95 to like 01, and then she kind of like disappeared a little bit until Iron Man.
Yeah, I think because she married Chris Martin from Coldplay, and I guess she kind of settled down.
Yeah, she's like, well, this motherfucker's rich as fuck.
Yeah, he tours and makes money,
dude.
So why not?
Coldplay's got to be a top 20 best-selling artist all time.
Yeah, because just. I mean, their first 2 albums, I think, were incredible.
Some of the best. Like, what was it? A Blood Rush to the Head?
A Rush of Blood to the Head is their second one.
That's the second one.
And Parachutes.
Was
the first one,
and then even what was it? X and Y or whatever?
X and Y was the next one, yeah.
X and Y was fire.
Yeah,
so I'm like, and even the big one, what was it? Viva La whatever.
Viva La Vida.
Viva La Vida.
Yeah.
Dude, great fucking album.
I used to rule the world.
Dude, that song was like, that song was huge, bro.
But, you know, like
Lost, that song was fucking awesome, dude.
But, you know, does it really compare? I hate to say this to like I don't want to say simpleness, but like when you hear Yellow,
oh man,
there's something about it. It's like their Wonderwall. Like Oasis,
everybody loves Wonderwall.
Yeah, so it's like when you hear Yellow, you're just like, yeah, man.
That is one of those songs, like, even if you don't like Coldplay, you know it, and you're going to sing it. Same with Wonderwall. Like, I've been places, Wonderwall comes on, I hear people sing, I'm like, oh, you're an Oasis fan? Like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, that's who made this song. Oh, I just know this song. I'm like, it's one of them type of songs.
But yeah, Rush of Blood to the Head, man.
Oh, such a good album.
Slowly breaking through the daylight, right?
That was, I want to say... What year is that? 02?
I think it's either 01 or 02.
Yeah, I was
02 is probably more like.
Yeah, I was like, I think I was in 5th grade when it came out, and I was yamming that thing.
Dude, that's when they like really became, because they were sort of, when they first came out, they were like this other band, Travis, which British music people called them like Radiohead Light. Okay.
I mean, that does make sense.
Yeah, but no, Travis was called that.
Oh, okay.
And when I first heard Coldplay, I'm like, they kind of remind me of Travis. And Travis was a great band.
I never heard them.
I'll send you some stuff, because they do a great cover of Baby One More Time.
Oh, okay.
Which is incredible. Yeah.
All right.
And it's like, yeah, when I remember listening to Coldplay when they first came out in that video for Yellow, where he's walking on the beach. Oh my God, The Scientist from Rush of Blood.
The Scientist is one of the best songs of the 21st century.
Yeah, dude. Sorry. Anyway, I'll send you some Travis
Everyone, like, if you don't like, even if you don't like that genre, you gotta respect The Scientist.
Yeah.
That's a song. If it comes on, everybody knows it. That's another one. Like, they had a lot of hits, a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Way more than your average band gets.
And actually, and way more than your average, like, British band would get over here.
Over here, they're really big over here. Like, so big to the point I don't even think people realize they were British.
Yeah, that's true. And there's a lot of great British bands.
Oh, man, but that's one thing England got right, was music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Their food might be shit.
Yeah.
The weather might be shit. Everything, I'm not a big fan of that side of Europe, but man, they got music down, man. They got some great artists.
Well, you know why? Because like all the dudes in the 60s were looking at like 40s and 50s American blues and stuff. So it's like they had a good foundation.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. And then like, dude, just like the punk rock coming out of there between like Sex Pistols and the Clash and shit. Like,
dude. Even the Jam. Have you ever listened to the Jam? They were more mod around the same time. They were actually really good.
Check them out.
Yeah.
Because I was listening to London Calling, just the album.
Oh, it's a great album,
dude. That's one of the best albums ever fucking made. The title track, such a good song to skate to, bro. Put that on and skate. You'll be rolling, yo.
So do you prefer like when Mick Jones sings, or my God, I can't remember his name. Isn't that terrible? The main dude from the Clash, Joe Strummer. Do you prefer Joe Strummer's voice or Mick Jones?
Honestly, I like them both, but Joe Strummer is kind of iconic.
Yeah, because Mick Jones is a little more nasal.
Yeah. I'm like, but it works though.
Yeah, he's great. Mick Jones, he kind of looks like the gyrocopter captain from the Mad Max movies, doesn't he? Kind of. Yeah, he looks like Bruce Spence.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Anyway,
sorry guys.
That would have been perfect casting in the 80s if they were doing a Clash movie.
I think we are gonna have to just do like a music video one day, because I'm like, shit, we can go on about music too all day. So Royal Tenenbaums.
Yes.
So this movie, it's about a family. Head by a guy named Royal.
Yes.
Played by the legend Gene Hackman, Lex Luthor himself. Bro.
Yes, yeah. Popeye Doyle.
Yeah, dude. He's probably one of the best Wes one-off characters ever.
Oh yeah, he was only in this one. Was this like his last movie?
I think Welcome to Moose Point was.
Okay.
That's not the movie you want to go out on.
Yeah.
This should have been his last movie.
Yeah. Wow, they hated each other.
Dude.
Is it a Burt Reynolds?
That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounded like to me. Young, cocky director, old veteran actor. Like, they just couldn't.
But once again, he's so great in this film.
Mm-hmm. And like, see, the difference between Gene and Burt, Gene got notches under his belt where like, this was Boogie Nights was Burt's best role.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're like,
this isn't necessarily Gene Hackman's best role. It's one of.
I'll say it's the top 5.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was definitely Burt Reynolds.
Mm-hmm. That was his epitome. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people would probably say like French Connection would probably be like Gene Hackman's
honestly, even Superman the movie, because he holds his own with like Brando's in it, and
I mean he kind of invented the first superhero movie villain, like on screen, like, and he had to invent
that charisma that he had.
Gene Hackman legend.
Yeah.
So the Royal Tenenbaums, the Tenenbaum family. All right, so you got Royal as the father, Ethelene as the mother, Angelica Houston, legend, another great woman. You got the kids. You got Chaz, Ben Stiller.
Yes.
You got Richie, Luke Wilson, and Margot, Gwyneth Paltrow, which is this is just by far Gwyneth Paltrow's best role. I don't care what nobody says. Absolutely love her in this movie, and I really don't care for her too much.
His adopted daughter, Margot
his adopted daughter, who actually isn't his blood.
Yes.
And then, of course, you got some side characters. You got Henry, who is
Danny Glover.
Yep, Danny Glover, Etheline's love interest.
Yeah.
You got Eli, who is a longtime family friend who kind of strikes gold with success and doesn't really know how to handle it. And your boy, Pagoda.
Oh, Pagoda.
Pagoda.
Mr. Little Jeans from Rushmore.
Yep.
And was he Applejack in Bottle Rocket or someone else Applejack?
I think he was Applejack.
Yeah, he was in Bottle Rocket.
So I think he was Applejack.
Yeah.
So, and of course you got Max's dad playing the doctor.
Yeah, Dusty. Yeah. The bellhop.
Yep.
And then and then at the end he's
I had a doctor who owed me a favor. I helped him with some malpractice.
Yeah.
Bro, I have so many quotes for this movie.
It's a great movie.
Gene Hackman alone he's just a quote.
Let's shag ass.
Yo, I have that in my quotes. Let's shag ass.
Royal is such a weird. He's like We'll talk about it then,
dude. Next time,
I have some ideas about Wes's characters,
dude. Next to the concierge, like he might be.
M. Gustav.
Yeah, that might be his best written character. I'd say M. Gustav is his number 1 best written character.
Oh yeah,
and Royal might be too, dude.
God, M. Gustav, man,
Ray Fiennes, my guy. I think he's one of the most underrated actors of all time. He didn't get his shine for Schindler's List. He didn't get his shine. I mean, people took notice with Grand Budapest. He should have won.
Yeah.
He should have won Best
And
Actor.
even The English Patient.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Juliette Binoche, man.
Yeah.
So fine.
But yeah, and the problem is no one wants to say his name.
Yeah, they're like, is it Ralph?
No, because he who shall not be named.
Oh, yeah. Well, that is him.
That is him.
Forget about that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, because he don't look like him.
No, but he was great in that role too.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn, I always forget about that. Damn, what a great dude. So, anyways, this movie is about this family, and everyone in this family has an exceptional talent. All the kids. Chaz is extremely smart, finance, money, like he invents shit, all kinds of
things. Yeah, the Dalmatian Rice.
Yeah, I'm like, he knows how to make money.
Yeah.
Richie's an incredible tennis player. Margot's an incredible.
He's also a mediocre painter.
He's a mediocre and a bird tamer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Go Mordecai.
Yeah, go Mordecai. Oh, Mordecai, you came back.
Yeah.
He said that bird got radar in his brain. Dude, Gene Hackman. We'll talk about Royal.
Yeah.
We could have a whole episode on just Royal, but and Margot is an accomplished stage writer.
Yeah, playwright.
Yeah, so they all are successful in their own ways, but they all have their own little demons and things they're going through. Chaz is probably the most normal of the three. As far as
in a way,
issues,
yes.
As far as his issues, I would worry about him the least.
Yeah, but he dresses like a Russian mobster.
Yes, with the red Adidas tracksuits.
Yeah.
Which is very that's another thing. We'll get to the costuming.
Yeah.
So all three of them are smart. Ethelina's very smart. What is she? A designer, architect?
She is, but she's also like an archeologist.
Yeah, she does
all sorts of
and
stuff.
Then she's having all these people over for events.
Yeah, because she does like cards with them and stuff. And
Royal was one of the best litigators of the 80s.
Yes, he was until his son sued him, got him disbarred.
You get disbarred by your own son.
Yeah, because you find that out later. You're like, he's disbarred. But then you find out why.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense.
Yeah, so this movie's plot really isn't anything crazy. The bottom line is Royal has been on his own for 20 years?
Yeah, he's been living at that hotel, I think, for 22 years, and no one has talked to him for 3.
Yeah, and so he's just living in a hotel, living his life.
Yeah.
He runs out of money, and he gets kicked out. So what does he do? Oh, I'm going to get back in my old house. So he lies to his entire family and tells them he's fucking dying of stomach cancer.
Yes.
Which is a terrible thing to lie about.
Yeah. I like when he's biting the wooden spoon. The fuck you care?
Yeah, that's also in my best quotes. Fuck you care? I don't know. If I'm Gene Hackman, I'd be like, this is some of the best writing. I'd be like, this kid is a genius. I don't know.
And that's Wes and Owen.
And Owen. That's some a lot of people don't give Owen his credit as a behind the scenes guy.
Yeah.
Bro. He is very talented.
This might have been the last film he co-wrote with Wes, I believe. Because I don't think he co-wrote The Life Aquatic.
I don't. But he's in it.
He's in it.
He is in it.
It might have been Noah Baumbach.
That might be Noah. I think that is. Yeah, we talked about that. It's Noah and Wes. And
yeah,
I don't think he penned anything else
after that. No, which is crazy because those two together, like Bottle Rocket, those three.
Bottle Rocket, Rushmore, Royalty. Yeah. But I mean, he's still in a bunch of the films.
Oh yeah, he is.
But I'm like, maybe he was like, you know what it also is? Dude, he started getting really popular too.
He did.
Outside of
and it was probably the demands.
Yeah, I'm like, he's like, I can't sit down and write, dude. He's like, I'm on set.
Because even the coach in Fantastic Mr. Fox, when he's like, you don't have Black Bat on the other side of the river?
I can't wait till he does.
Yeah, I know. One of my favorites.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
So, dude, Owen got really in demand outside of Wes movies. Like, think about it. He did like Marley and Me is what, like 07, 08?
That was sort of like when his career was waning, and that sort of picked it up again.
And then he got Cars too, dude.
Yeah, because remember he was doing like Marmaduke?
Yeah. Oh my God, he did.
Yeah, but yeah, Cars too.
Like Starsky and Hutch with Ben.
Oh, that was great though.
That is great. And then Zoolander.
Oh my God,
he was working hard.
Wedding Crashers.
Oh my God, he was. Yeah, he was. Because he started working with Vince and Ben a lot.
Yeah,
and doing outside.
Zoolander.
That's what like Zoolander. Hansel. He's so hot right now.
Hansel.
Model of the year.
Oh my God,
I love that movie.
Was that Mugatu?
Mugatu. Will Ferrell. He said, I'm sorry, is my pin in the way of your ass? He is so funny. That's one of his funniest roles, bro. I love Will Ferrell in that movie. Honestly, everybody's great in that fucking movie. When Ben and Owen become friends in that movie, oh my God. When they're talking to the chick about essentially being bulimic, he's like, we throw up lots of meals, sweetie. Motherfuckers. Anyway, so Royal is disliked by pretty much everyone in the family except Richie. Richie's the only one who's really giving him a chance. And
Richie is his lifeline.
That's his lifeline. He is.
Like, he knows it, so he exploits
it. Yep. He's like, well, I'm going to go ahead and get through to Richie to get through to everybody else, which he does. And then, of course, Pagoda's around to help out.
I do love Pagoda. That one scene, he's like standing on his head. You know what I mean? He's doing this crazy shit in the background. Like when Henry, is it Henry?
Yeah, it's Henry.
When Henry proposes to Etheline.
Oh my God.
And he has headphones on, and he just takes them off.
And he's like telling Royal about it.
The black man proposed.
Yo, that shit is.
What did she say?
What did she say? She had to think about it. Shit. Yeah, Royal knows. He's like, Lord knows I've had my fair of infidelities.
Yeah.
That's still my wife.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, I don't even know the name of the guy who plays Pagoda. I think he was one of Wes Anderson's neighbors. So he's not an actor.
Yo, he's some random dude.
And the thing is, like, he's so perfect.
He's perfect for the roles, dude.
Yeah. Even Mr. Little Jeans.
Yeah. Wes knows exactly where to put people in his movies. Dude.
Yeah.
He knows exactly where to put them. So.
And I think the doctor who was the math teacher in Max's Dream in Rushmore, that might be his son or something. I think Pagoda. I think they're related.
Oh, okay.
I think I read that years ago. I could be wrong, so I will say that. But I think I read that they're like father and son.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So Royal comes back and he lets Etheline know, like, hey, I'm dying. And she, of course, gets sad.
Oh, my God. When he tells her,
dude,
and she breaks down.
And then he's like, I'm
really not dying.
I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong?
Yeah.
Don't do this to a woman, dude. What the hell?
That was probably some of the best acting I've seen.
From Angelica?
Yeah. And the thing is, she's been amazing her entire career.
I love her in Darjeeling. I love her in Life Aquatic.
Adam's Family.
Man, she was hot as Morticia. Bro.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I was like, I want both of them, mom and daughter. I was like, when I was like, because I think Adam's Family Values is like, what, 93 or something?
Yeah, because the first one was maybe 91.
91. Yeah. Values was like 2 years later.
Yeah.
And I think
that's why you like older women.
Dude,
it has to be.
It's got to be. Like, yeah. Because I watched Values probably like 96. I was probably like 5.
Yeah.
And I saw Wednesday Addams. I was like, I think I like goth women. And then I'm like looking at Morticia. I'm like,
I definitely like
goth women.
Yeah.
Well,
what did you think of Catherine Zeta-Jones as her in Wednesday? Okay, that's all. Yeah.
So every time she was on screen, I kind of forgot everything that was happening in the show.
Wow.
I was like, because Jenna Ortega's super cute too.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's another great mom-daughter comedy. I was like, Tim Burton, you sly devil. Like, jeez.
He should have done like an Addams Family movie in the 90s, though.
Yeah, he
would have been perfect.
Because he did the animated ones, right?
No.
The new ones. Who did those?
No, someone else did, but it looks like his style.
It's his style. They're good.
It looks like it was designed by like the guys who did like his stop motion stuff. Yeah.
They're funny, bro.
They are good.
I thought they were pretty good.
Yeah, they're really good.
Gonna suck. And I was like, actually, this ain't bad.
Yeah.
But so all the kids now, Etheline's been an empty nester for 17 years.
Yes.
And then out of nowhere, 6 motherfuckers are moving back into your house.
Because Chaz comes back with
his 2 kids.
Because he stresses out. His wife died. And he's constantly trying to prep his kids for every dangerous situation.
He wants his kids to be safe, financially well off.
Yeah.
and 100% independent of anyone.
Yeah.
And he's teaching them great values, but they're not getting to be children.
Yeah, he's also like shielding them from everything.
And that's where when Royal finally meets them, it's like, you may think he's being a bad influence, but he's actually giving these kids something they need.
Yeah.
Which we'll get to that scene because that's a rewatchable. We'll get there.
When Chaz moves back, I love when he tells, we'll just call her Ethel because I think that's what Royal calls her. Mm-hmm. When he tells Ethel, he's like, I locked my keys out of the apartment.
She says, so you packed your bags before you locked your keys?
Yeah. Yeah. And he's just like, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
it's not safe.
It's not safe, Mom. She's like, what do you say? Something about the sprinklers.
Yes. There's no sprinklers and we need like new locks or something like that. She's like, there's no sprinklers here.
We might have to do something about it. I fucking love Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
I love when he plays like a serious like guy because he still does it in a comedic way.
Yes, yeah.
Like Chaz is so uptight, but it's still funny the shit he says and does. Like,
yes.
And with his weird like afro thing he's got going on.
It's a Jufro. I mean, we got that from 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah.
So if that's offensive, blame Judd Apatow and
Steve Carell, and I'm sure Seth Rogen wrote some of
that. Yeah, probably.
So they all come back for various reasons. So Chaz comes back because I think he just hit a breaking point.
Yeah,
and he just needed to be around family and needed to take some of the pressure off.
Yeah,
because dude,
he's a single dad.
And
he can't admit that he can't.
That it's hard.
Yeah, and he's still in mourning because we don't know when it happened.
Still in mourning. He's like, my wife's buried there. Oh, we'll have to see her too.
Yeah,
I was like, God, Royal.
Yeah, because Rachel's buried there. That was her name, right? Yeah, Rachel, yeah. Because Richie's the one who tells him, and he's like, who's Rachel? Like, yeah, like how horrible. But they didn't really keep in touch with him.
They didn't.
And he never met his grandkids, so he probably didn't even know. Chaz was really...
Yeah, he didn't know shit about her.
Yeah.
And Chaz definitely dislikes Royal the most out of the kids.
Well...
Him and Margot might be a tie, but I don't know. Chaz is so like...
There are no teams.
Dude. Yeah, there are no teams. And it started when he was young.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that's like... Because the intro scene, when he intros everyone, it's probably like 15 minutes long.
Yeah.
It is perfection. Like, the way, not only the style and the way everything looks, because at that time, no one was really seeing anything like that.
Yeah.
Like, just the way he brings every character in and ties them up all in that short amount of time is fucking brilliant.
And you learn a lot about Eli, too, because Eli is a kid who lived across the street.
He was a fat kid.
And you see him putting, like, a sofa bed back into the sofa. So, his life is shit compared to that.
Nearly, because their house is beautiful.
Yeah, it's like the whole fucking block.
Yeah, dude. It's like a fucking hotel almost. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, this place
It could be the Grand Budapest. We don't know.
It is kind of Grand Budapest-y looking.
Yeah, this could be a prototype.
I'm sure when he was looking at that, like thinking about Grand Budapest, I'm sure he was watching Royal Tenenbaums like, I like this style, this look.
Yeah.
He probably went for that for Grand Budapest. But so that's Chaz. We'll go with Margot next.
Yeah, because I think she is. It's like Chaz, age-wise.
Yeah, age-wise.
It's Chaz, Margot, and then
Richie would definitely be the youngest. Yeah. So Margot played brilliantly by Gwyneth Paltrow, which, as an actress, she's not bad, but she's never been one of my favorites. She's always been okay.
Margot is like your pseudo emo.
Yeah.
Goth
which
shit.
Is more of my alley.
Yeah, just look at her eye makeup.
Her eye makeup, and like, dude, when they show the flashback when she gets her finger cut off, she has the dark hair.
Oh,
there.
She does.
And I was like, oh, I like that even more. And I don't necessarily find Gwyneth Paltrow hot or sexy. She's not ugly, but like, I don't think anyone would say she's ugly. She's okay.
And what about her mom?
In real life?
Yeah, Blythe Danner. Isn't that her mom?
Who the fuck is that? Well,
I think she was married to, is it Bruce Paltrow? Was that her dad?
Maybe. Blythe.
Yeah, Blythe Danner.
Blythe Danner.
I think she was in the Meet the Parents movie. I think she was married to Robert De Niro. Yeah.
She's in Prince of Tides.
Is she?
Yeah, she's Nick Nolte's wife.
Oh, really?
I had no clue that was her mom.
Yeah.
She looked great.
Yeah, she's incredible.
Good looking older lady.
She was in some episodes.
She fucking won.
Really?
Yeah.
She was in some episodes of MASH way back when as like a love interest for Alan Alda. And she was great. She was actually, There's a mother-daughter pair for you.
Dude, I had no idea.
Yeah.
She hooks up with this black dude in Tu-On Fu.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
the lonely black dude in the redneck town.
Oh, wow.
gets with her. I had no idea that was her mom.
Yeah, that's her mom.
Cool. I actually prefer her mother to her.
And look, you've been watching stuff with her lately.
That's
anyway.
I've been watching mad movies with this woman. You know, like, that's crazy. I had no idea that was her mom.
She's a great actress.
She's very good. Been around a long time. So okay, well. So she's a Nepo baby.
She is.
I'm like, bro, they're all fucking Nepo babies. Let's keep it real.
Yes.
Like all of them, they all got a tie to somebody. Dude.
Everyone except for Wes Anderson
and
Owen and Luke Wilson.
Wes and Owen, they're like, yo, we have to
Ben Stiller, his parents were in showbiz.
Yep. I'm like, they're like, we had to make our own way out here.
Yeah.
But Margot, I actually think next to Royal is the best written character in this film. Because Margot is quite layered. She's secretive as fuck. She has a ton of secrets. A ton.
Yeah.
A ton. And one of my favorite scenes.
Oh, yeah.
One of those secrets. Every time I watch that movie, I laugh so hard at that point, bro. I laugh so.
Because that's the only thing he can say.
That's the only thing he cares about.
Yeah.
Like, he literally didn't seem to give a shit about all the men. Like, he seemed to only give a shit about the smoking.
I'm wondering if maybe, like...
He knew deep down.
So
but he's like, this bitch been hiding this, though?
Yeah. It's like, he can probably understand hiding all the other stuff, but why hide that you smoke?
Yeah, it's like, what?
Yeah.
Can I have a cigarette?
Yeah. And a light? Yeah.
Hey, we'll get there.
Yeah.
I don't want to jump too far ahead.
She's been balling... Didn't he say that? She's balling Eli or something.
Yeah. I mean...
And I'm like, wow. He actually said balling. Like, Raleigh St. Clair, how?
Raleigh St. Clair.
Clutch the pearls. Raleigh St. Clair said she was balling Eli Cash.
Gotta love Raleigh St. Clair, bro. So she's her character is very, very interesting. One, she wears this like weird fur coat thing.
Yeah,
love it. Love that style. Love the short hair on her. Dark makeup, dark finger and toenail polish. Very, very specific character traits. She cut her finger off looking for her real parents. They lived in Indiana. They chopped wood. Her dad cut her finger off. So she has a little wooden finger, which is a cool little touch to her character. Yeah. And there's scenes where she's tapping it on things. And you're like, the fucking details put into this goddamn film. It's just...
And they show that picture of the glove alteration.
Yes. That's like this is one of those movies it demands multiple viewings because you're not going to catch all the little stuff in it the first time. You're just not.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen this movie at least 7 to 8 times. I was still catching little shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, there's still little detail, shit you see in the background, stuff like that. But Margot was very depressed. And I think a lot of it is just weird childhood, I don't want to say trauma, but just not getting the proper parental love.
Yeah. And they're also very competitive, these kids, because when she finds out Chaz is back home because Ethel goes and tells her, she's like,
well, I'm fucking moving back too.
Yeah, why? I'm depressed too. Isn't that what she said?
She said, I'm depressed. She said, Chaz is depressed. I'm depressed.
Yeah.
She's like, well, what about Raleigh? Fuck him.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm going home.
Yeah.
And no, she's like, I'm going away for a while. She said, are you coming back? I don't know, maybe. And he's like, is it someone else? I couldn't even begin to think about how to answer the question. I'm like,
yeah, wow.
This bitch is crazy.
Poor Raleigh.
But
he has Dudley.
He does have, thank God. But I'm like, Raleigh just literally, he loves this woman so much. He's so
colorblind.
Yeah. Bill Murray is just, he's the fucking goat, dude.
How interesting.
How bizarre.
Make yours look like mine.
Fucking
don't forget the red piece.
Don't forget the red piece. And like, dude, Margot, like, she smokes cigarettes in secret. She hangs out in the bathroom all fucking day.
Yeah.
She's like, Raleigh tells me you spend 7 hours a day in here.
Yeah. In the tub watching
in the tub
TV?
with the TV. That's not safe. I tied a rope around. And she uses her feet to do everything.
Yeah.
Like, she turns on the TV with her feet. She unlocks the door with her feet and all this shit. And it's just funny because she's just this weird, quirky kind of lady who just doesn't really give a fuck about anything.
Yeah.
But I think it's all due to depression, all due to never feeling accepted by anyone. And it explains why she does a lot of the things she does throughout her adulthood. She's seeking that out through all these different men that she didn't get from her father.
Some people don't know the difference between positive and negative attention. They just want attention.
Just want attention.
And that goes for social media as well.
Oh my God. But oh my Lord.
You know, and it's interesting because the family dynamic is so messed up. And that's what this film is. It's like a family that you think would be
perfect.
Yeah, isn't.
All these successful people in this family
are fucked up. Yeah.
Like, they're fucked. Every single one. The only one who ain't fucked is Ethel. She's the only one who's pretty much chilling. She's the most normal one.
And she's like a cucumber throughout the whole thing, except for when Royal tells her
when he's like, I'm kidding. You know, that was it.
She loses her shit because she's like, oh my God, this is my husband.
Like,
I can't believe he's dying.
Like,
what?
Yeah, like, I may not see the dude, but like, we got 3 damn kids. We had a whole life, everything.
Yeah.
So, you know, you get that. Like, if you found out, you know, your ex died, you'd be like, shit, man. Like, I would smother my children.
Yeah, I got to go piss and shit on her grave now.
That's a joke, guys.
Well, that is a joke. That is a joke.
We'll call it a joke. But, you know,
it's terrible. I would do it at the funeral in front of her family. Is actually what I would do. That is a joke. That is a joke.
He's kidding, guys.
Yeah.
I can see his face. So, you know, she's the most normal one by far. And then you got Richie. Richie, played by the man Luke Wilson.
Dude,
he's got the craziest arc out of all of them.
He does. And you know what? His acting in this film
is his best performance.
It is.
Stepped it.
I mean, we might as well just say it right now. Peak season.
Easily. I was like, it's Lukey Pookie for sure.
Honestly, it's probably a tie between him and Pagoda.
Yep.
Honestly. But you know what? Okay, those three, it's a 3-way tie.
I guess Shakespeare in Love would really be her peak season.
He did. He was kissing a bubby. Shakespeare in Love was good with Ray Fiennes' brother. His brother, Joseph Fiennes. But like, I think this is better because this seems to have influenced women.
Yes.
Honestly, like young women in the past 23 years it's been out.
Dress up as Margot for Halloween, dude.
How many people dress up like her just on a regular
basis? Yeah.
Just because that style is now like, essentially who they are and what they're going through.
Mm-hmm. I think Gwyneth Paltrow did say, like, I see and women come to me all the time, like, you and Royal Tenenbaums like changed my life.
Yeah,
I mean, like I think I did hear her say, like, women tell me all the time, like, that role changed me. Like, ain't nobody give a fuck about Shakespeare in Love. No one's talking about Shakespeare in Love in 2020.
We've talked about that before.
Yeah.
We're the only ones talking about it.
Ones talking about Shakespeare in Love. Motherfuckers still watching Royal Tenenbaums, still talking about it, analyzing it all.
Yeah,
like, so fuck that. That's her peak season. I don't care what nobody says.
And that's the thing too. Like, even though it might be a different reason for the depression, people can relate to it because they might understand how she feels and why she's acting that way. And even Richie.
Yeah.
My favorite fucking scene in the whole film is that tennis match.
I was going to say.
Oh my God.
Tennis match when he.
Tenenbaum and Gandhi.
Yep. And he's like. Bro, and he's just like, he fucking gives it right to him, and he just serves it right to him, and they're like, he just don't give bro.
His like shoe comes off. He takes off his shoe and his sock.
Yeah,
and the racket flies out of his hand. Like, we don't know what's going on.
I had a lot. Hey, you still had a good 2 or 3 good years left to you.
Yeah,
you know, I had a lot riding on that match.
Yeah, personally and financially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking G. Movie.
Yeah, how understanding. What a great father.
What a great father, bro.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So funny. So
and it's weird because Royal is the antithesis of Bert Fisher from Rushmore. Bert Fisher is like a loving, encouraging father.
Yep. And he's
And Royal is
Polar
the
opposite.
antithesis.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he ain't got nothing, no money, nothing. Royal got, well, he ain't got shit now.
Yeah, but he did.
He had it all.
Yeah, he did.
And didn't give a fuck.
Because you don't have a house like that if you're
if you were broke at some point.
Yeah.
You had money at some point.
Yeah.
You know,
even if it's family money, you still
you had some bread. You know, so Richie's arc, we're obviously more into that, but
would that be terrible
shit.
If you find out that like the Royal Tenenbaums is like, it's like Trump and Don Jr., Ivanka, and Eric? Wouldn't that be weird?
You know, Donald is like a weird royal.
But believe it or not, this would have been like before The Apprentice and stuff. This would have just been like the real estate D-bag from like the 80s and the 90s. You know what I mean? The guy who bankrupted 3 casinos because for some reason, he was competing with himself with casinos. You know what I mean? What a great business model. But, you know, wouldn't that be weird? It just hit me. Like,
it would be weird.
Yeah, because it's like,
I mean, he does remind me of Royal, especially the shit he says.
Yeah, exactly, right? That's what hit me.
He is like, because I ain't gonna lie, that motherfucker said some funny shit that's made me laugh.
And the thing is, like, Royal is like a big sleazeball.
Yeah, that's what he is.
He's like a big New York sleazeball.
But is Trump as redeemable as Royal?
No, because Royal actually realizes that he needs to change in order to have his family accept him for actually who he was.
Yeah.
It's in order for them to forgive him for who he was, he needs to change now. And I don't see that in reality.
But Trump, he took a bullet, man.
Did he, though?
I don't know. Hardest politician in the streets right now.
Yeah, but see, here's just a quick aside. You know how people were like, you know, the hand of God or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Isn't that, in all seriousness, isn't that an insult to the guy that was actually shot?
Yeah, I guess
to say like, well, God didn't give a shit about him.
Yeah, fuck that.
Because, you know, the God that they believe in loves everybody equally. So where the fuck was God for that fire chief, right? I mean, it sounds terrible.
Ain't no divine intervention here.
Yeah, no. That's why it just seemed, everything just seems like a PR stunt with him because we've been told for 9 years, don't believe what you've seen here because what you've seen here isn't real.
Fake.
Yeah, it's all fake news. But, you know, believe this stuff. No, I can't. Anyway, hey, how about Kamala? Anyway.
Life is weird.
Yeah, life is weird. So back to Royal Tenenbaums.
Yeah, so Richie has got the craziest arc, I think, out of everyone in the film. Because if you've never seen the movie, you don't see what's coming with him.
No.
Not at all. Because when I first watched it, I'm like...
And the weird thing is, like, all the kids and even, like, the parents, they're, like, kind of emotionless.
Yes, very.
Especially towards each other.
Oh, my God.
Like, they are
the
robots.
Siblings are, like, straight robots to each other. It's like, are you guys even siblings? Like,
yeah.
You guys grew up in the same house together?
It's crazy. And I kind of get that.
Oh, it makes sense.
Because of how I grew up.
Well, I just think it makes sense in how their father was and, like, everything like that. Like,
everything's kind
of clinical. There was no love in that house. Even for Ethel, like, of course she loves him, but she don't show love like a normal mom do.
No.
Like, most moms, like, if... Like, all right, I'll put it like this. If I walked into my mom's house with my bags packed and was like, Mom, I need to stay, she'd be like, what's happened? What's wrong? I'll make the room up for you right now. She's kind of like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm busy.
I'm busy. And you see all these people here. Get the fuck out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so my mom be like, oh, no, what? No, come on in. Stay as long as you need. Whatever, you know, like, she was kind of like, hope you don't stay long.
Yeah,
you know like, so.
And maybe that's why she went to Margot. So she didn't have to put up with Chaz.
Because she's probably like, dude, he's so much.
Yeah.
He is a lot.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he comes in first, these dudes talk about sprinklers and safety and all this stuff. Jesus. I'm like, bro.
We need someone to balance him, a feminine energy.
Yes. And
all he wanted was his mom.
That's all he wanted.
Yeah.
He just needed his mommy.
Yeah.
That's what he needed.
Yeah.
And so, and the way they get Richie back, because Richie's on a boat.
Yeah.
And he's traveling around the world. He's been on a boat for how long, did they say?
I want to say like 5 years.
That was some years. He was just disappeared. Long hair, beard.
Yeah.
Dude looks like he just been tucked away. Yeah. Gave up his tennis career. You know, as they say, he gave up 2 or 3 years too soon. Which I'm sure he did. And he's depressed too. Why he's depressed, we'll get there later.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about that right now because that's, we're not going to talk about that right this second. But they write Richie a letter and tell him, hey, your dad's dying. So he's like, I need to go back.
Yeah.
So he comes back. And of course, Margot picks him up and she's late.
Oh, no.
As usual,
Yeah.
like he said.
Yeah.
And
is that when they play that Nico song?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Velvet Underground, and I don't think it's Velvet Underground Nico. I think it's
just Nico. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can always tell her voice.
Mm-hmm.
And God, you're right. The music in this is just perfect.
That's all like the soundtrack is fucking great, man.
Yeah.
So everyone's back.
Yeah.
Everyone's back in the house. But we have a problem. Ethel's been proposed to by a black man named Henry, played by Danny Glover, the GOAT.
Yeah.
He still is too old for this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's actually starting to age in this movie.
Yeah.
And Danny Glover, I think he's like 50-something in this movie.
Yeah.
He's not old.
They always make him look older.
They do. He always played like 10 years older than he was.
Yeah. Even in like The Color Purple.
Yeah, they made him look old as shit. I'm like, dude, that's before Lethal Weapon. I'm like, dude, in Color Purple, I think Danny Glover was like 39 years old. I'm not even kidding, bro.
Yeah, and he looks
in
60.
His late 30s. Yeah.
Wow.
Because they were like, oh, you're 50 in Lethal Weapon. He was like, I'm 40. Well, okay.
Well, you know what? They couldn't put Wilford Brimley in blackface. That would have been offensive. That would have been offensive. Although he would have looked age appropriate.
Yeah, but
he's 39 and looking 70.
70, bro. You have diabetes. That shit is funny. But so he proposes to her, and she says, I'll think about it.
Yeah.
So it's not a no. And they get along very well.
Look, she hasn't been with a man in 20 years.
She hasn't. And he's like, he thinks all these high-level pursuiters have tried to spit game at her, and they have, and she's like, I don't like any of them.
Yeah.
She's like,
he doesn't realize.
He doesn't realize that. He thinks he doesn't have a chance, probably because he's a middle-class black dude who...
And he's an accountant.
Yeah. Like, why the hell would this rich woman who's so successful want anything to do with me?
Accounting for everything.
Yeah. and I like Henry's arc, too, because I think every guy's felt like that at some point. Like,
especially if it's going to be a blended family.
Yeah. It's like, is this something I can do? Can I gain the interest of a woman like this? Like, every guy shot their shot at a woman that was probably out of their league in one way or another, whether she was very attractive or had means or whatever it is. And, she was shot and it kind of works.
Yeah.
And that's really one of the main conflicts here. The two main conflicts is Royal's fake sickness.
Yes.
And Royal's issue with Henry.
Yeah, his jealousy.
Because I don't think he's actually racist. He uses the racism to get under his skin.
Yeah, because that's the easy go-to.
The easy route. That's the easy way to piss off a black person.
It's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah. Call him Coltrane, tell him you talk jive.
But see, the thing is, John Coltrane is an incredible musician.
Great.
So is that really an insult?
Yeah.
Is
like,
an insult?
One of the best
maybe for
time.
His age range.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like, man, shit. Because...
The Love Supreme,
dude,
right?
I'm like, Coltrane was the man. Like,
yeah.
So it's like, that's like, I don't know, somebody being like, oh, all right, Michael Jackson. I'm like, so one of the most talented dudes ever.
Yeah, or someone called you like Michael Jordan or LeBron James
like,
or something.
Yeah.
All right, LeBron.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
LeBron.
Yeah.
No problem. Shit.
Yeah.
Don't call me OJ.
Yeah. I don't know. It depends if you're carrying a knife.
Yeah,
with gloves.
Call
if you have
me
gloves
OJ
on.
pre-90s.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're like Nordberg.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take Hertz commercials.
Yeah.
So that's the conflict here. So Royal's back in the house. Henry's been coming over a lot, spending a lot of time because not unfortunately for Royal, Ethel likes this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And
because they've grown close over the past 3 years.
Yep.
Or 10. It's 10 years. Yep. I'm sorry.
And Royal says it at the end. He's everything I'm not. And that's exactly why they work out.
Yeah.
Which is clearly why her and Royal didn't work out. So they are polar opposites.
Because doesn't she say to Royal at one point in time, like, why couldn't you spend time with us or something like that?
Yes, it was essentially you didn't give us your time.
Yeah, and like Henry is willing.
He's willing. He's like, I'm there.
His son is like in the Navy or something.
Yeah, his son's a military man.
Yeah.
And perfect. Your son's older. All of her kids are older than her own. And like, you see it, Henry's in the house connecting with her kids.
Yeah.
More so than Royal.
Even though Chaz is standoffish.
He is standoffish, but he still talks to him.
Yeah.
And you could tell he'd rather have Henry around than his dad.
Yeah.
Because I think Chaz understands, like, I give a shit less who my mom's dating as long as he's respectful to her.
Yeah.
I ain't got to necessarily love the dude, but if he treats her good, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Chaz was kind of just like, look, don't fuck with me and I won't fuck with you.
Yeah.
Let me do me. I'll let you do you. I don't care. I'm going to make my money.
I may live at home now, but I am an adult.
I am an adult.
Yeah.
I make money, which he does.
Yeah.
This motherfucker runs his, dude, always doing something with money. It's always making money in one way or another. His kids, you know, they're funny.
Uzi and Ari.
Yep, Uzi and Ari. Little clones of Chaz.
Yeah.
The same hairstyle and the same
track
outfits.
Suits. Yeah.
And they're just like him. Little money makers. How many times a day? How many times a week he got you working out? 16 times a week.
Yeah.
Like they work out. They're like 8.
Yeah.
They're fucking at the outdoor gym, like popping. That gym was fire, bro. I want to work out there. But yeah, like Henry's character, I think another really good one-off Wes Anderson actor, like Danny Glover was really good in a Wes movie, and he's just a good actor. So it's like, you got somebody like Gene Hackman, Danny Glover, it doesn't matter. They're going to be good in everything they're in.
Yes.
But like, I really think, I think I read in an interview somewhere that Danny said he really liked working with Wes. I just feel like Danny was so old, Wes ain't have nothing for him.
Yeah.
Because now he's using Jeffrey Wright a lot, and Jeffrey Wright's probably the age that Danny was when that came out.
Yeah, like 24 years ago.
So now he's got all these meaty roles for a black dude, and he's like, oh, you're just like about 20 years too late, Danny. So
I think Wes had to grow as a
filmmaker too, and a writer
in order to understand how to incorporate
somebody experience life and things like that. And I mean, Jeffrey Wright's incredible.
Oh, he is.
You know, he's
if only because of the Daniel Craig Bond film.
Oh yeah,
and then
American Fiction alone, like well deserved Oscar.
Oh my God, James Gordon, in the Batman. Yeah, that's right,
bro. He's such a good Gordon.
Yeah,
I'm like,
and look, he followed. Oh my God, Gary Oldman, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, bro. You are a bald black dude, yet you're more Gordon than anything.
Yeah,
like, it's insane.
Yeah,
I loved him. Him and Robert Pattinson had such good chemistry.
They did. Yeah,
like, I was like,
look, Matt Reeves knew what he was doing.
He did. I was like, bro, if they wanted to make a movie just about them two, I would watch that shit. That would be fire. They were. God, now I want to watch Batman. I love Matt Reeves as the Batman.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic. I've seen it like 3 times now, and every time I like it more. It's good. So those are the conflicts, and of course, Royal's jealousy bites him in the ass.
Yeah,
because he starts throwing shade at Henry,
but it's also kind of Henry's jealousy too, because he sees this guy coming back and realizes that
this can fuck up my whole plan.
Yeah.
I was trying to get with this woman. And this is going to throw it off. And
because he sniffs a rat.
He does sniff a rat. And like,
and it's not a Dalmatian.
No, it's
a Dalmatian mouse.
Mouse. Yeah. So random and weird, but these inventions. But yes, like you said, they're both jealous. They both, but the thing is Henry's jealousy is warranted and Royal's isn't.
Yes.
Exactly. You ain't been around. You don't care about this fucking woman. You were only interested because she's interested in someone else.
Yeah, it's the only reason you're territorial. That's how exes are.
That's how exes are, bro.
Yeah.
Your ex-girl, she ain't texted you in 8 months. She saw a picture of you on Facebook with some girl all of a sudden. Where you been?
Yeah.
Same place I've been for 8 months.
Yeah.
Where you been?
Yeah, exactly.
So
apparently my number didn't change.
It did not change. Yep, it still works. You had it this whole time.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and you're right. You're perfectly right. They are both jealous, but for different reasons. I honestly understand both sides.
Yeah.
As wrong as Royal might be, it's mother of his kids. He's never known her to be with someone else.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is weird.
Yeah.
This is strange. And he's an old white dude. He's like, yo, she gonna hook up with this black dude?
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, he's feeling some type of way about that.
And that would unfortunately be a part of, like, when he grew up, he'd have to somehow.
In 2001, a 60 plus, they said he was 68 when he died, right?
I think so, yeah.
I think they said he was 68. A 68-year-old white dude in 2001 does not want to see his ex-wife with a big old black dude like Danny Glover.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real.
Because at the one point, isn't he like, look at that grizzly bear.
Grizzly bear.
Yeah.
You know, I got it in quotes. Don't worry. I got all his racist lines in quotes. Don't worry.
Cool.
Because somehow.
I might just have you do the quotes.
Yeah. I think I got them all. I think I got them all for you. Bro. Somehow, Gene Hackman makes racism fucking hilarious.
He does.
I'm like, I laughed at all the racist jokes, but I'm not sensitive like that.
But I think it's because you can see where it's coming from with him. It's
Absolutely.
not. It's not coming from like a superior.
No,
it's not like a white supremacy.
No,
kind of
it's
thing.
all jealousy.
It's inferiority.
He would probably, if him and Henry met on totally different circumstances, they'd probably be friends.
Yeah, they'd be best buds.
Yep, he's like, it'd be
Henry would be his accountant.
He would. Yes,
he would be.
Might help him stay out of fucking jail.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah,
Royal went through some shit with the jail.
Did.
He got stabbed by Pagoda. he said it was a hit on me. He was the assassin. So funny. But like you said, we were talking the other day, it shows you, it's a testament to how great Royal actually is, because this motherfucker was sent to kill him, but he still saved him.
Yes.
So his charisma came through in such a short amount of time that he made a best friend.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
So obviously he didn't collect the bounty on his head.
He did not collect that bounty.
Yeah.
And that's why he's not an assassin no more.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
that's why he's a manservant.
Yeah, manservant, bro.
Yeah.
So Henry and Royal, they are more similar than different. You know, they both have different values in the things that they want out of life.
They're yin and yang. Like literally. That's probably why he has them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And just like you said, he's everything I'm not. But it's like, yo, if we met under different circumstances, me and you, we would have a couple beers and have a great time.
Yeah.
And just like I was saying with the racist stuff he says, it's the only thing he's got to get under his skin.
Yeah.
What are you going to say about a guy who's never done anything wrong in his life? He's an accountant. He's gainfully employed, and he's got the interests of your wife.
Yeah, so exactly.
What can I say?
Yeah.
Besides something physical. Like, what can I say?
That's all he has. You're right.
Like,
because he's obviously educated. He's a writer.
Yeah.
He wrote that Accounting for Everything book.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you're right. He has nothing else to go on.
Right, we're going to say, oh, your hair is grabbed. Like, well, I have hair, Gene. You know?
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah,
what are you going to say? Like, and it's just like, it's like if Tom Cruise was trying to take my girl. I'm going to call him short. That's the only thing I got on him. That's the only thing I got on you, Tom. You rich, handsome, action, super duper star fucking midget. Yeah, I got you on that one, didn't I, Tom? Even though you still pull all the hot, tall chicks. You had Nicole Kidman. You had fucking Katie Holmes. You got all the hot, tall girls. What the hell?
Mimi Rogers he was married to.
Yeah, I'm like, he likes them long, man. He likes them long. Nicole, though. Nicole.
She's a redhead.
I think ain't she a natural blonde?
I thought she was a redhead.
I don't know. She might be like strawberry blonde, something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever she is, she's hot as fuck.
Got to check the eyebrows. That's how you know, right?
So
That's how you know if it's natural.
Or the drapes.
Yeah. Or the carpet.
The carpet. Yeah. The carpet. The drapes are up here.
Yeah.
Check the carpet.
Yeah. Or the drapes.
Hopefully she keeps the carpet there. Hopefully not a hardwood floor.
Or linoleum. You never know.
Yeah. So we're on the hardwood.
You would have the hardwood floor. She would have linoleum. That's what it would be.
Yeah.
It's
linoleum's nice though.
Yeah.
It's like any fucking way. So that's the meat of it all, and we go through this film because we'll touch on shit when we get to rewatchable scenes and best characters. This is Royal's redemption.
It is, yes,
because the main conflict comes is Royal pisses off Henry because he's driving a wedge between him and Ethel.
Yeah, and
it's upsetting him. He's like, I love this woman. I deal with this woman every day. I want this woman.
Yeah.
And you're lying, no good fucking deadbeat ass is coming in here and brainwashing this beautiful, lovely woman that I am actively pursuing. And you come out of nowhere and you're going to fucking throw a monkey wrench and everything up. Fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
And Henry, he's so much of a stand-up guy, he wasn't even going to expose him.
No,
he was not. He was like, I'm gonna just keep this one in the chamber in case I need to use it. Because he's like, I'm hoping this problem takes care of itself, and I don't have to pull out the 9. But unfortunately, he had to pull the 9 out.
He did.
Because
is this a Tic Tac?
Yeah, chill, yo. Seeing stomach cancer. Nobody who has it eats fucking cheeseburgers with French fries. Like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, stomach cancer dude's eating a burger. Come on, bro. So he already knows Royal's lying. Yeah. He knew from the get-go. But him being a respectful dude, he's like, I'm not gonna overstep my boundaries until I have to, until you get in the way of what I want, because everyone's gonna protect their interests. Yeah. And that's what he does. He exposes him to the family and has proof. He gets all the proof. Oh, yeah. And of course, Royal's back in the corner, he admits it. Yeah. They kick him out. And that's when Royal starts to change.
Yeah, that's when the turnaround happens.
And he starts to realize, God damn, I'm a piece of shit. I just lied to my whole family and told them I'm going to die in 6 weeks. Yeah. Like, what kind of shit? Who does that? Yeah. Like, who does that?
Royal Tenenbaums.
Royal Tenenbaums. He does that, And all the shit he says is just so funny. And Chaz is not having it. No. Richie's the only one who's got his back a little bit.
Richie is the most forgiving person in the film. And I think he's the one who really helps the family and Royal heal from all the hurt and the pain.
His actions ties them all back together.
Yes.
You know, what he does, which we'll get to. Matter of fact, I mean, we might as well kind of jump there.
Yeah, we can.
We'll jump there because that's the next main plot point. Yeah. Because after everything's exposed, Royal's out the house and, everybody's like, well, fuck him. That's when, Richie is starting to lose his mind.
And he cuts his hair and he shaves.
He cuts his hair and he shaves. We have to talk about why. Richie is absolutely fucking in love with his sister.
He is, and
in the worst kind of way, like obsessive.
And he and Raleigh, his sister's husband, are looking for.
They team up to try to find out who she's cheating with.
Yeah, and
it's so funny.
And after they find out,
who are in love with her, let's team up and find out. But of course, Raleigh's like, well, that's your sister. You just want to know to look out for her as a person. But it's like, this nigga's in love with her, bro.
I love when he tells Rich and he knocks a glass at
him.
What do you want to do? You want to get him?
Roof?
Put the hurt on him?
Put the hurt on him. Because Raleigh doesn't get it. Raleigh's an older guy. And I think when you're an older guy and you're with someone who's that much younger than you, dude, there's going to be a lot of times you don't connect. There's going to be a lot of times you don't understand her. And there's going to be times where she might wish you were younger. Yeah. Or she might wish you were someone else. You're never going to think that.
Yeah, no.
She got the hot young girl.
Yes,
but she's going to think that, God, I'm with Pop, man. There's times.
Yeah, Raleigh isn't like George Clooney.
He's not exactly, bro. Yeah. If you coming at me with some Brad Pitt, George Clooney types, she'll be like, oh, I'm all for it. I love that. But it's like Bill Murray. He did pull Khalees though. In real life, my milkshake.
I heard that. Dude, are they still together?
I think so. I have no idea if they're still. I heard they broke up.
I guess her milkshake brings the old men to the yard.
Old men. Come on. Bill Murray's like, bro, what? This hot little black chick want me? Hell yeah. He's like, shit, I like hot chocolate too, baby.
Yeah, I was thinking about that song last week because I was thinking about the Neptunes. Pharrell Williams and Chad Hugo.
Oh, yeah, they're fucking incredible.
And NERD. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God, that first album.
Dude.
In Search Of.
In Search Of, bro. Yeah. Bro, the song Rockstar.
Oh, you can't be me. I'm a rock star.
Hell yeah, I'm running on the top of a cop car.
I'm a rebel in my 4-4 pop star.
Oh, my God.
It's almost over now. It's almost over now. Yeah.
I used to skate that song all the time, bro.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Dude, Pharrell was a huge inspiration because, he was one of the first black dudes who was like, yo, I like skateboarding and all this, shit I was into.
And that was more of a rock album.
It was a rock album,
and
dude.
Khalees sings on the one song. Is it, it's not Lap Dance, is it? She sings on one of their songs.
It is lap dance.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I love that song because you can get this lap dance here for free.
Ooh, baby, want me?
Yep. Great song.
Yeah.
I'm an outlaw. Quick on the draw. Oh God! Now you're gonna make me want to listen to that.
And one of the other dudes who sang on that was Pharrell's cousin, I think.
Oh, okay.
So it's like Pharrell and his cousin, and Chad Hugo is like the Asian dude who would produce with him as the Neptunes.
Dude, they made some
man.
beats, bro. They made some
and dude, they were doing Timberlake at the time.
Yeah,
and,
dude,
and
they
Britney
were doing
Spears stuff.
Bro, they had rappers, they had singers.
Yes.
They were doing their own shit. Like,
dude, they were.
Pharrell was, dude, he was doing some Snoop. Like, dude, they were.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Do you remember
Drop It Like It's Hot? Yes.
That was like one of the biggest songs that year, bro. I still listen to that song.
And like, even that Robin Thicke song that ripped off Marvin Gaye.
Blurred Lines.
Yeah.
Great beat, bro.
Yeah.
Great beat.
Like, they were incredible.
He was on fire and then when he made Happy for fucking Despicable Me, like that song probably made him more money than anything else in his career, bro. He's like,
that's why I think Felicia was playing that song, and I was like, God, have you ever listened to NERD? And she's like, no. I'm like,
what?
I'm like, it's No One Ever Really Dies.
No One Ever Really Dies.
Yeah. And I'm like, that first album was incredible. The dude playing video games on the cover.
On the couch, wearing like high socks.
Yeah,
like, there's like a bowl of cereal or some shit laying on the table.
That is a great.
It's a great cover.
That came out around the same time as A Rush of Blood to the Head.
Yeah, I think it's 01 or 2.
Yeah.
It's what? Yeah, they were.
Dude, that was a great time for music.
It really was. Early 2000s.
You had Audio Slave.
Oh my God, that first album.
Yeah,
dude. When I first heard Like a Stone, I was like. I was like, dude, these fucking guys. Tom Morello, bro. That motherfucker on the strings is just insane,
What's that song? It's on that album.
Show Me
How to Live. God, holy shit. Dude, Chris Cornell.
Dude, he's one of the best vocalists of all time, dude. Bro. Such a distinct voice.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Had great vocal range.
Oh my God.
Like
he could project without a microphone.
He could, dude. I'm like, he had vocal range like crazy. Oh.
And look, it's all stuff around the time of this film
came out. That's
that's what's crazy about it. Like it's
early 2000s was a good time, man. Yeah. It's a good time to be alive. I tell your daughter that all the time. I'm like, man, you're around the early 2000s, bro. Because I'm like, by the time your memory kicks in, we're talking 2010. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, because you had to be like 5 or 6 to start to really...
like we're talking about 2010 by the time your memory kicks in. I'm like, thank God your dad taught you some good shit.
and at least in 2010, we had like date night.
Yeah, man.
So she probably remembers going to see that.
Date night.
Yeah.
So random. But yeah, so... where the fuck were we?
oh yeah, we were talking about Richie.
Richie and him. So he's in love with Margot.
Yeah, and he decides to end it all.
Well, we get one of the best scenes in the movie where they essentially go to a PI.
Oh, yes.
They show a montage where they play Judy's a Punk by the Ramones in the back of it, and which is one of my favorite songs ever. And, dude, Margot's just going ape shit, hooking up with so many dudes. And they even got the timeline from the ages, bro.
Yeah.
And the last one is Eli.
Yeah.
And, of course, that's a problem. Eli's a friend of the family. Everybody knows him.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite, I'm just go ahead and spoil it right now. They get all this news and they cut out the montage and flash or jump forward back to Richie and Raleigh. And they're sitting there and Raleigh's just like, she smokes. All this crazy shit he found out about his wife. Found out she was married to a fucking Jamaican dude.
Yeah, that's right. And she's like, it's only 2 weeks.
It was only 2 weeks. We met in the water.
Yeah.
And he's like, this bitch smokes cigarettes. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, she's literally smoking a wall next to you. You didn't know this whole time.
Yeah.
She's like, she was smoking. She was 12, right? And
yeah, that's
what she said. Long. I'm like, no one ever caught you like sneaking a cigarette. It's crazy. But that shit's funny as hell. Like that scene is so funny. But then it immediately gets dark.
Yeah.
It's like we said, we see Richie go in the bathroom, shaves his beard, and cuts his hair, which he looks way better, I think.
He does, yeah.
I think he looks better with the short hair.
Yeah.
And there's things we can't say on here because we will get flagged.
This is before he is the Godfather.
Yes.
From Old School.
From Old School. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's another good Wilson role. That dude, he hooks up with that chick from The Girl Next Door, bro.
Oh, yeah, his boss's daughter.
Yeah, dude, she was hot back then.
He decides to end it. He decides because he's depressed.
Make an attempt on himself.
Yeah,
he's depressed now.
So like all 3 kids are depressed.
Yeah.
But he realizes that like, his love for Margot is unrequited.
It's to keep him alive no matter what.
Yeah.
It's unmatched. It doesn't matter what he knows. I still love this woman. I still want to be with this woman. I don't care how many dicks been in her.
And he doesn't know how she feels though.
No, he doesn't.
And I think that's why he attempts.
Because he's like, it's just never going to happen.
Yeah.
He's like, everything I want, I'm never going to get. Because it's because of her. He quit his tennis career.
Yes.
He found out her and Raleigh St. Clair got married, and he fucking lost his shit in the middle of a match.
Yeah.
And retired because of it. Went on a fucking boat tour around the world for 5 years.
Yeah.
You gotta really love somebody, and you ain't never even sampled that pussy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dog, you really are in love, bro, to go through all that for some kitty you ain't even petted yet, dude. So I'm like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, but he could get a candle that smells like it.
He sure can. He can get the Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina scented candle.
Yeah. So,
why would I want my home to smell like Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina? I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want fucking Jessica Chastain's pussy sitting in my house. Like, come on. You want it
around your mouth?
Yes, I just want it right here. Yes. Just on my grill.
Yeah, I don't want to share it with
people. Rub my nose on it.
Yeah, that's what the facial hair is for.
Exactly. It's flavor saver.
That's right. And if it's windy, you're just kind of like,
Jessica. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, if it ain't Jane, Jessica, or Julia, I don't want the pussy smell on my face. I need one of my 3 J's. Like, I would maybe take a 1963 Jane Fonda incense, not a candle.
Oh, incense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quick smell. Got it. Goes away.
Yeah.
I don't want my whole house smelling like Jane Fonda's pussy for a whole night. So you walk in.
Is that Jane Fonda's pussy?
Yeah.
Wait, how do you know? How do you know?
I've smelled this before. Oh, you have? Oh, you have? When? Oddly enough, I was hanging out with Jane Fonda.
Yeah,
oh, no. Get the fuck out of my house.
I was the camera guy on Coming Home.
I was like, dude, I'm the cinematographer on Barbarella.
Yeah. Okay.
He's like,
okay.
Great scent. Oh my Lord. Okay. Moving on. So Richie survives this though.
Yes.
And bro, though, when they show him in the hospital with his arms, he's like, holy shit. That's when it hits you. Like when you see him in the bed and you're like, yo, this shit got dark.
Yeah.
Because
it is about depression and the consequences.
The whole movie is about depression and what can come from it.
Yeah.
And it's all framed in humor though.
Yeah.
So it doesn't hit you until that moment.
Yeah.
And then you're like, this movie's actually really fucked up.
Yeah, because he's the one character you like and you're like, he might die.
He's the most, he seems most level-headed.
Yes.
He's the most, him and Ethel, most normal ones.
Yes, yeah.
Henry's pretty normal too. But he's not
but Henry's
I'm like in the family at least. And you're like, holy hell, this is what can come from this. Because even Eli is going through his issues with his drug.
Really fucked up,
drugs, and
those paintings
going crazy. Dude, they're so bad. And he's in love with Margot too a little bit.
Yeah, but he tells her he's not. He's like, I'm not in love with you anymore.
Yeah, but I think he only was doing that for his friend.
Yeah.
Because he's like,
oh yeah, because you're right.
And he knows.
He kind of goes on a bender.
He does. He knows.
Yeah.
So he has his own little depression. And money's not helping that. It's only making it worse.
Yeah.
He's lonely as shit. He doesn't have anyone.
He has like a Jean-Claude Van Damme habit.
Yeah, bro. $20,000 a week on coke.
Yeah.
God damn. I'm like, how you put that much blow in your nose, bro? My Lord.
You sniff.
I know the shit is expensive, but god damn, bro. Like, damn.
Yeah.
That's just coke. Coke's a scary drug to me, man. I couldn't try it.
Well, what did Rick James say? He said,
it's a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a drug. God, that shit's so funny. He's like, God, I ain't grind my feet in Eddie's couch. Come on, you think I had a little more sense than that. Yeah, I remember grinding my feet in Eddie's couch. He said, why'd you grind your feet in Eddie's couch? Because he could buy another one. Yeah, When Dave Chappelle's playing him and he walks in the room, he walks in, nice couch, nigga. So funny, bro. He's like, bro, he's just
he's like, fuck your couch.
And he's like, he got these dirty old like platform boots on. He's like, you know where you got that outfit and show him on the men's department. It is so funny, bro. God, that show is fucking hilarious. But anyway, so
around the same time, actually.
Yeah,
that started in 03, I think.
Yeah, bro. The early 2000s.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive. But so everyone is obviously all like, holy shit, dude, Richie. And
because everybody goes to the hospital.
They go to the hospital. Even Royal pulls up.
Yeah, he tries.
He tries, and it was too late. Because now he's working at the fucking hotel.
Yeah. And then they go outside, and Pagoda's like, there he is. Because Richie's trying to get on a bus.
Yeah. So they go, but that's when Margot kind of realizes her feelings for him.
Yes.
And he comes home eventually, his hair is shaved, and he has his little tent he sleeps in upstairs, which I love. That's one of my favorite things about this movie.
And she's in there listening to the Stones.
Listening to the Stones with him. He's got the vinyl player and everything.
Yeah.
And they share some words and they talk about, well, what the fuck do we do about this? And they share a kiss, which made me uncomfortable.
But they're not related.
They're not, but god damn it, you were raised as siblings.
Yeah, but it's like,
bro,
listen,
if my parents, say I'm 5 years old, my parents bring home a fresh 3-year-old little girl. I'm like, Dom, this is your new sister. And I've known this chick, seeing her go through all the like sisterly shit that I saw my real sister go through.
Yeah.
Not gonna want to fuck that woman.
Well, no, but you're not Richie Tenenbaum either.
That is true. I'm not Richie Tenenbaum.
Yeah, but he's been obsessed with her since he was a kid.
Yes,
because all those paintings,
dude. He's horrible.
Yeah,
but I'm like,
all those Eric Chase Anderson paintings.
It's like, of course, like we said, they're not related, so there's no blood. So if they had a kid, it'd be okay.
Yeah, it would just be Amish.
Chill
at that point, right?
But bro, how do you?
Yeah, it's
you. Would you go for your adopted sister?
I would have to say probably not.
Yeah,
but
it's
but
like
in like a really
fucking marriage.
But in a fucked up situation where you don't relate to anyone else other than someone you're actually not related to.
Yeah, you're right.
You're sort of related to
outcasts.
Yeah, so it's like you're sort of related to her, but not really. But she's the only person you can relate to.
And he's like, and I mean, he tells Royal, and Royal's kind of cool with it. He's like,
is it legal?
Is it legal? He's like, well, we're not by blood, so
yeah.
And he's like, does she know about this? And like, yeah. And it's like, and he pretty much is like, all right, cool, I'll support it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it real. As a father,
yeah, that would be weird.
I'm like, son.
But then again, if you think about it, his entire life, Richie, I mean, all he ever hears is, "This is my adopted daughter."
That is true. It's been drilled in their head. Yeah, this ain't your sister. Yeah, that is true. It's been drilled in their head.
So in a way, it's probably Royal's fault.
It might be because if he treated her like a regular sister, you could have said, "Hey," you could have never even told him.
Yeah,
because Richie was younger than her. Yeah, so you could have never told him. You could have been like, "Hey, this is your sister."
Yeah.
And he'd be like, okay, I can't fuck her.
Yeah,
and maybe let me suppress my love for her.
Yeah.
And
he would have shown his love in different ways.
Yeah, it would have been.
It wouldn't have been romantic. It would have been the platonic love of brother sister.
Hey, I want to be in one of your plays, or help me with my backswing, or it wouldn't have been.
I always wanted to be in one of your plays.
Yeah, yes, I always wanted to be in one of your fucking plays. Yeah. It's like, hey, I'm gonna paint pictures of both of us or the whole family, and not just weird ones of you.
Yeah. Because the only two women it seemed like Richie knew were like his mom and Margot.
Yep. Yeah. Which is crazy. You would think being a pro tennis player, you would have some tail thrown your way.
Yeah, I mean, but see, the thing is, if you check like those other the female tennis players, under their skirt, you would find balls.
You would find balls under their skirts.
They're tennis balls, but you'd still find balls.
Man, look, Johnny McEnroe was getting mad tail back in the day, bro.
Man.
So,
but he was still angry.
He was, man, one of those, bro.
And he married Tatum O'Neal, right?
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, son of Tatum O'Neal, as Ron Burgundy once said.
Ron Burgundy. God, I love Ron Burgundy. What a great character. But I love Christina Applegate in that movie.
Oh,
That's my bitch in that movie.
Yeah, Veronica Corningstone.
Yep. She said, what did she say? Three things I'm good at.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking fighting and reporting the news.
And I've already done two of them today.
Two today.
Screwing. It was screwing.
Screwing, okay.
Yeah. So which one are we going to do? Screwing? Ed Harkin.
Oh, so funny.
Dude, that's going to be 20 years soon.
That's fucking crazy. I saw that in theaters. I'm like, damn.
Honestly, after West, we might just have to have an Anchorman.
Anchorman
Fest.
Boy, we could do both of them.
There's 3 Anchorman films.
When the fuck was the third one?
Do you have a Blu-ray of Anchorman?
Yes.
On the Blu-ray, there's a film. The original movie, so it's like the outtakes.
Mm-hmm.
They put together another film called Wake Up Ron Burgundy, and it's like the original plot of the movie.
Oh, wow.
Dude, I think Chuck D is in it. Maya Rudolph is in it. Yeah, Maya Rudolph is in it.
That makes some sense.
It's
SNL.
Dude, it's actually pretty decent. It's sort of like in between 1 and 2, but
that's kind of dope.
It's a whole other film.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch.
So there is actually 3 Ron Burgundy films.
All right, we'll do a whole Anchorman. We'll cover them all.
Yeah, that'd be great. Because I just Milk was a bad choice.
It was a bad choice. Yeah, somebody literally said that to me the other day.
Really?
That movie. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Said that.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't get me started on Anchorman. I apologize. Once again, 04.
Jack Black with that fucking dog.
Oh yeah. You killed something I love. So I killed something you love. You hit me with a burrito, bro.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Fred Willard,
dude,
Chris Parnell,
dude, it's kind of crazy.
Poop mouth.
Young Vince Vaughn in there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The rival anchors.
Yeah. He was Wes Mantooth.
Wes
Mantooth. I think in one version they're actually brothers. Unless that would actually be kind of funny. Because there's that scene where he helps him up, and he's like, and he calls him brother. But I think in one of them there's a thing where they actually are brothers. That's how he knows so much about his mom. I could be wrong, but I think there was something. It was cut out though.
Might be right.
Yeah.
Who did that? Was it Evan Goldberg or whatever?
Adam McKay.
Adam McKay.
Yeah. I mispronounced his name, but Adam McKay.
All his comedy shit because he started doing more serious shit later.
Yeah, because he
did Vice, right? With Christian Bale?
Yes, he did.
And he did.
And Don't Look Up.
The Big Short. He did Don't Look Up too.
I think he did Don't Look Up. Yeah,
because he started getting more political in his films.
Because he was like a head writer on SNL before Tina Fey.
Yeah.
So that's how he and Will Ferrell knew each other. So that's why they had such a good thing. Because they did what? Step Brothers and Talladega Nights.
Damn, they're on that.
Did they do the other guys also?
Did he do that?
I think he might have.
Did. It would make sense.
So yeah, but I think Anchorman was like their first.
I like The Big Short. Christian Bale, Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling.
That's a killer cast.
Yeah, dude, it's a great film.
Yeah.
Anywho, we all kind of embrace Richie's attempt, and we get to the bottom of that. But Royal dies, heart attack, randomly, 68 years old, and the film kind of wraps up beautifully at Royal's funeral. And I think it sets up hope for all the family. And I think Royal's death is going to keep everyone together.
Yeah, I was going to say, even though he's the one who separated them, he ended up bringing them together anyway.
Yeah, he brought them back together, and I could see it staying that way. And Henry and Ethel get married.
Yes.
And it's beautiful. You see his son, and, he's like, and then you get a funny line from Chaz. I'm a widower too, bro. I know Chaz.
Yeah, and that's a really tender moment though, because that's Chaz actually opening up, and it's like we have something.
We have something in common. Yep.
Yeah,
I can relate to you that way.
Yeah,
and so because Chaz doesn't really open up.
No, not
he's
at all.
Very closed off, very serious guy, and that's interesting for a Ben Stiller role.
Yeah, and that is the first time he shows vulnerability. Because he has to be whatever for his kids. Because he has to be strong for them because they lost their mom, and now he has someone that he can relate to and they can relate to him.
Yep. And then 10 minutes later, he's trying to kill Eli.
Of course, because
crashes in the house and killed Buckley.
Yeah, but he could have killed his kids.
He could have. That was why.
Yeah,
he was pissed.
Yeah, because all the shit
Buckley's under the car.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Yeah, but as he holds the leash.
Yeah, dude. Oh god. Is everyone okay? I'm like, this guy out of here. So I mean, that's the film. It wraps up beautifully. You have hope for every character.
Yeah,
that's remaining.
And that's like, isn't that like almost? I say almost every Wes Anderson film. Like at the end, as depressing as some of the stuff, like the end of Rushmore,
you have hope. You have hope.
Yeah, even at the end of Bottle Rocket. Because Dignan is like, okay, this is how we can get out of here.
I'm like, I have hope these guys, because he was pretty smart.
Yeah,
like he's stupid but smart.
Yeah,
like you got good ideas. The execution just always ain't there, bro. God, that movie's great. Bottle Rocket's hilarious.
But yeah, you're right. It's like everything is hopeful in spite of like we can move on. Because I think all the shit with Royal was holding everybody back.
Yes, absolutely.
So once they dealt with it, they were able to move forward.
Yep. So let's get into the questions.
Okay.
All right. MVP. I got 2. Wes and Gene.
I would say, believe
you're gonna throw in Luke.
No, although Luke, you could. I would say Owen because he and Wes co-wrote it.
The writing,
the writing. Because without the writing, the original ideas,
the writing is definitely very strong.
You wouldn't have anything.
Yeah, you're right. We could throw Owen up in there, but Gene's performance really puts the bow on the film.
Yeah.
Peak season, obviously Luke Wilson, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, of course, he did shit after this and started. This was him really getting a strap on his acting hat.
Yeah, because I don't think that he's really done anything this powerful.
It's all comedy.
Because, like, look, Old School was great.
It's great. It's comedy.
Did you ever see Tenure? He was good in that. He plays like a college professor trying to get tenure.
I did see that.
David Kochner is in it. The Whammy from Anchorman. Yeah, that was good. And they're looking for Bigfoot.
I like Middlemen too. It's a weird movie he did about it's about the porn industry. About his character invented. It's a true story. He invented the little third party thing that kind of discreetly bills you.
Oh, okay.
For the porn sites.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good. And then, of course, Old School, like we said. Idiocracy.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big one. But that's not the best movie.
And that's not like Tenenbaums.
Yeah, no. It's goofy as hell. Like, anyone can.
I mean, it's a Mike Judge movie. I hate to say this, in my mind, it's still not as good as Office Space.
Hell no. Oh my God. Office Space is way better, and
even Extract was really good.
The Extract is also good.
Yeah.
But the relevancy that Idiocracy holds today is insane.
It is, yeah.
Bro.
It's like watching The Boys and like, why is this relevant now?
Yeah, it's crazy.
You did this years ago.
That's when it's crazy. I did have Gwyneth Paltrow too, because this is on a personal
Would
tip.
that be peak season?
It's not peak season. Her peak season would probably be Shakespeare in Love.
Really?
Well, what would it be then?
I don't know, because like
fuck Shakespeare in Love, but like that was a huge film.
It was, but like you said, we're still talking about. We're the only ones who talk about.
Yeah, no one else talks about it,
and we're only talking about it to talk about. Nobody talks about.
Yeah,
like, so
highlighting how no one likes it.
Yeah, so it's like as far as like her career, this one, besides like being ahead in the box,
yeah,
like what?
It's got to be her peak, dude. As far as like performance and like success, because like this film is it stood the test of time,
and it's defined how people look at her,
absolutely,
and admire her and smell her vagina.
Smell her veg, yeah. All right, best quotes here. I'm gonna run through all of mine.
Through them because I always have a list, but I think you might.
I think I got them all.
Yeah, you probably did, because there's too many.
What are you doing? You're on my team. There are no teams. And we already know that's it. He was teaching that motherfucker a lesson, though, very, very young.
He was, and I don't think he learned it until Royal
died.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That was what it is. This is my adopted daughter, Margot Tenenbaums.
The way he says it.
The way he does it so formally, too.
Yes,
it's so funny.
The whole name.
What characters? It's a bunch of little kids dressed up in animal costumes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because Chaz is like young Chaz. Did you like the characters? What characters? It's a bunch of little kids dressed up in animal costumes.
Oh, don't get mad. It's just one man's opinion.
Yeah. And she like gives him his present bag and walks away. And the way Ethel looked holding her cake, she's just like, you son of a bitch.
Suck.
Yeah.
Like, I hate you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a good scene.
What about Sing Sing? I owe her 100.
Oh, yeah. He had the masseuse. Don't you have the cash? Yeah. And he's like, no. And then you see her with her like elbow in his back. Just like,
I ain't getting paid.
Yeah.
Sing.
Man.
The black man asked her to be his wife. It's a pagoda, bro. I mean, Lord knows I've had my share of infidelities, but she's still my wife. I'm like, you probably haven't had sex with this woman in over a decade, bro.
Well, she said she hasn't been with a man in 20 years.
So, yeah, bro, 2 decades you've been since you met this woman. Did you pack your bags before you got I started cracking up. I was like, bro, I'm sick as a dog. I'll be dead in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
But you're sick as a dog. I mean, you look fine.
Yeah.
You don't look sick at all.
I mean, your hair's greasy, but other than that.
Well, you made your views known. Let somebody else do the talking now.
Oh, yeah. When Chaz. Yeah. Chaz's like, I don't care or whatever.
I don't care. Yeah, he was pissed off. I haven't been out there at all. I was never invited. Well, she wasn't your real grandmother.
Oh, yeah, when he's talking to Margot, when he talks about, because Richie's like, I haven't been out there since I was 6.
Yeah. Well, you're invited now.
Yeah. Oh, and then after that is the thing about Chaz's wife.
Yes. Well, that's right, isn't it? We'll have to swing by her grave, too.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's the worst dad.
He is terrible.
Hilarious.
Jeez.
Look at that old grizzly bear.
Yeah. That's when he's coming out the door, right? After he's talking with Pagoda. Yeah. I'll give you further instructions tomorrow.
Because I think Danny Glover's a bigger guy than people realize. I think he's like 6'2", like pretty sizable dude. So he was looking like
because he was pretty
grizzly bear.
Because him next to Harrison Ford in Witness.
He was stout, bro. And look at him next to Mel Gibson, bro. He was in shape in Lethal Weapon, bro. Like, you're telling me this guy's 50? This dude's fucking built.
Yeah.
How you doing? Not too well. I'm dying.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how often he got you working out? 16 times a week.
Those poor kids.
Come on, let's shag ass.
Oh, and he says that they're at the cemetery, right?
Yeah. He's like, let's shag ass.
Shag ass.
You okay? The fuck you care?
Yeah. I like how he just takes a wooden spoon out of the spoon. Fuck you care.
That's just funny. Do you believe that? Nah, not really. Fucking when he's talking about when he's asking him about his death.
Oh yeah.
Have you met someone else? I couldn't even begin to think about how to answer that question. I'd be like, so you're backwards telling me yes.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, without telling me yes.
Yeah.
Who stabbed you? He did. There was a price on my head, and he was the assassin. Took me to the hospital.
Saved my life.
You heard me. Coltrane.
Oh my God.
I'm like,
you call me Coltrane?
You call me Coltrane?
Yeah, what are you going to do about it?
You want to talk jive? I'll talk some jive. I can talk jive all day long. Talk some jive.
Oh my God. I wonder if they were
Airplane.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wonder if they were watching Airplane.
Yeah, that's the Airplane. Yeah. I immediately thought Airplane with that scene.
Trump don't want no help. Trump don't get no help.
Guy St. Pete's owes me a favor. I did some malpractice work for him.
Oh yeah. Where'd you get all the medical stuff? Yeah.
You're a bastard. Goodbye, Royal. That was a real line, bro. Because like, dude, Ethel's pretty straight in the movie. So like, when she says shit like that, you feel it, you know?
Yeah,
bro. Because she's like the only one who doesn't have that air of humor under her character, really.
Yeah, you're right. She's very
level throughout the whole thing, and she has to be, or everyone would be fucking chaotic.
Yeah.
Yes, I know you're in love with Richie. Sick and gross.
Oh yeah, Eli. Yeah.
I started cracking up. I was like, yeah, it's weird. Of course, my favorite. She smokes.
Yeah.
And then, may I have a cigarette?
Oh, yeah. And a light.
Heard about your ex-husband, Desmond? Yeah, I didn't get his name. When he's in the bathroom talking to her about her past.
Yes.
Jiminy Crickets, that bird must have radar.
Oh yeah. But he doesn't look like Mordecai.
He's like
molting.
He's like, it's gotta be him.
Yeah.
He came right back. That's a trick question. You don't have a middle name, Helen.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, I'm a widower myself. I know you are, Chaz. That was a good line.
Yeah,
that's all I have for him. I think I was laughing too much writing.
Yeah, and you know what?
You got any ones to add? You could throw them.
Those are actually great.
That's what I think. I hit all the like real going
because there's so many. Like,
that's a trick question. You don't have one, Helen. I was like,
I'm very sorry for your loss. Your mother was a terribly attractive woman.
I forgot to write that one down because I laughed at that one.
Yeah.
Some of them I think I might have skipped from laughing. I'm like,
Oh my God. This is the best. This isn't dialogue, but Royal O'Reilly Tenenbaum, 1932 to 2001. Died tragically rescuing his family from the wreckage of a destroyed sinking battleship.
Yes. That was good. Alec.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, look. I know I'm going to be the bad guy on this one, but I just want to say the last 6 days have been the best 6 days of probably my whole life.
Yeah, that was. I should have wrote that one down.
Immediately after making the statement, Royal realized that it was
true. Yeah, that was. Damn, I should have wrote that one down. That's a really good one too.
I've had a rough year, Dad. I know you have, Chazzy.
I know you have, Chazzy.
Yeah. That's when like everyone's starting to let their guard
down and open up. Yeah. Wow, what a good family film.
Yeah.
Weird family film. What a good family film.
This is actually one of my favorite scenes. You know, Richie, this illness, this closeness to death, it's had a profound effect on me. I feel like a different person. I really do. Dad, you were never dying.
Never died.
But I'm going to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you convinced yourself you're dying?
I think we're going to have to be secretly in love with each other and leave
and leave it at that, Richie. Yup. That's some real shit too, bro. Because it's like, how you fucking go around like motherfuckers know y'all, or like they know you as brother and sister.
Yeah.
How do you go around like it's just, you know what I mean? A little strange. Y'all got the same last name. Y'all ain't married. Like,
all right, last one.
Mm-hmm.
That's 72 unforced errors for Richie Tenenbaum. He's playing the worst tennis of his life. What's he feeling right now, Tex Hayward? I don't know, Jim. There's obviously something wrong with him. He's taking off his shoes and one of his socks. Actually, I think he's crying.
Bro, he was having a rough match.
He was.
That's funny.
Oh, jeez.
All right. What's age the best?
Honestly, probably.
Fucking whole movie.
Yeah, the whole thing. The whole thing.
I was going to put that. I was like, that's a cop out. Let me point some out.
But it's not really a cop. Everything we've been talking about.
It's all great, bro.
Yeah.
But I'll put Alec Baldwin's narration.
Oh, my God. Incredible.
Costumes.
Yeah.
Set designs and the writing.
Yeah. And honestly, the way that, like, I can't believe Gene Hackman and Wes Anderson didn't get along. That amazes me.
When I found that out, I was like, for real? I was like, man, I thought those two dudes would have been like peas and carrots. Bro.
Yeah.
Because, like, I never heard about Gene Hackman being hard to work with.
No,
so
but it could have been, like
we said, a Bird PTA type of deal, like, just
Yeah, why is this young
hot
kid?
director?
But you would think like James Caan worked with him and Bill Murray worked with him before, so they could have been
Bill
like,
and him are like this.
Yeah,
and they say Bill's hard to work with.
Really?
But Wes Anderson's the Bill Whisperer.
Yeah,
it is
the Bill Whisperer. Yes.
What's age the worst? I only got one thing. Adopted sibling romance.
Yeah, I was gonna say pseudo incest.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Adopted sibling romance.
Yeah,
we'll call it.
And in a way, Royal's racism. But we talked about it and we understood why.
I mean, it's an assholey thing to do.
But it's all he has.
I'm like, I think it's actually some of the stronger writing in the film.
It's his only defense mechanism against this guy who's better than him in every way.
Every way.
And he's not supposed to be.
He's not supposed to be, right? Yeah. I'm supposed to be the good one.
Yeah.
You know? All right, most rewatchable scenes.
I think every scene we've mentioned.
Yeah.
I mean, and I know that sounds like a cop-out, but we spent the last almost hour and 45 minutes talking about all these rewatchable scenes.
Dude, I've still wrote them.
It's what, like 149 minutes?
Yep, it's an hour and 50 basically.
Yeah.
So I said when Royal comes back to the house.
Oh my god!
Oh no, the intro scene.
Oh yeah. When they're young, we didn't even mention how great the young actors are.
Yeah,
the young kids,
baby Chaz and baby Margot.
Yeah,
she was so good.
Yeah, and young Richie and his teeth.
Yeah, the teeth. Yeah, I was like, they're great. As well as like the intro is so good to this movie
because it sets up everything.
It sets up, and then that's when he started putting the cast in the beginning. Like the credits showing who they are and their names and what characters they play. Yeah. I was like, dude, that whole montage is brilliant in the way he frames them all when he shows them.
And I think it's Mark Mothersbaugh again doing the like harpsichord music when it shows that, like, you know, Gene Hackman.
That's a good score too, man. That score might be better than Rushmore, honestly. I don't know.
It's like the next evolutionary step from, so I believe you're right.
Because the Grand Budapest score is insane, bro. Oh, man. I can't wait to get to that one. All right, I have when Royal comes back to the house.
Yes.
When Henry falls in the hole.
Oh, my God, yeah. When he's talking to her at the day.
They're walking.
Yes.
I started laughing so hard.
She's still talking to him. Yeah. She's like, Henry.
Yeah, and then he gets up.
Yeah, he's climbing the ladder.
Yeah. Which is great. There was a ladder just perfectly there. I guess the hole was there. So
yeah.
I said, how Margot gets her finger cut off.
Oh, my God, yeah. And the other Wilson brother is the guy who chops it off.
Oh, is that who that was?
Yes, I think he was also the one commentator because he sounds a lot like Owen.
He does.
So when you hear the voice, you're like, oh, that's the other brother.
That's hilarious. I had Royal playing with his grandkids.
Oh yeah, it's kind of, it reminds me of Don Corleone playing with his grandkids, and then Royal ends up dying too.
Dies of a heart attack. Crazy.
Yeah. So Royal is kind of like the Don Corleone.
It's hilarious when he's teaching him how to shoplift. And
oh my God, yeah. And he shows like the little pack of peanuts.
Yeah, the pack of peanuts.
And the kid's drinking the milk.
Drinking the milk in the store, bro.
And he takes him to like dog fights.
Dog fights, or cockfight or something.
I'm like, where's Michael Vick? Yeah. I think it's dog fights because he's like, oh, that's dog's blood. Yeah,
it is dog's fights.
Yeah,
and they did something else too. What they did? Go-karts.
Go-karts.
They were racing the go-karts.
Yeah, and they're also riding on like a trash truck.
They're riding on the side of the trash truck.
Yeah,
crazy. Then I had when Henry confronts Royal.
Yes,
that's a great scene. That whole from the coal train all the way till he really
any scene with them together.
Yeah, they had great banter chemistry. Yeah. Him and Gene probably got along really well. And Gene's probably like, yo, fuck this Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
He's probably like, he's all right. He's like, nah, fuck this kid. I don't like him.
Yeah.
You know, because it's weird because like I always looked at Gene Hackman. I was like, Gene Hackman's probably one of the most racist guys of all time. He just looks like it.
Yeah.
He's born in 1930.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, then like when he did the French Connection, he's saying all this racist shit. And I was watching a review on it, and somebody put a clip in from a Gene Hackman interview, and he's like, almost didn't want to do the French Connection because this dude had all this racist shit in that script. That ain't me. I don't say this kind of shit. I was like, oh, okay, Gene Hackman. That was shocking.
Well, he just said he doesn't say it. Maybe he thinks
he thinks it. I mean, he implied like this is not me.
Yeah,
you know and he was begging Friedkin to change the lines.
Really?
Friedkin was like, dude, they're important to your character. I'm not changing them.
Yeah, it's based on a real dude.
Yeah, he was like, you can't change these lines. Like, this is a part of what happens. And he's like, He's like, dude, just do it. Trust me. He's like, bro, these actors, they know what's up, bro. You're not offending anyone. Like, they know what's good. It was like when Leo had a hard time with Django, and Sam Jackson's like, motherfucker, bro, say it with me. Come on. And Jamie Foxx, too, he was like, man, you know, buck up and say the N-word. He's like, say it loud and proud. Like, Leo's like, oh, Jesus. You know, he got real into it. He was like, you know what? I like this shit. Yeah. And it was funny because Tarantino was like, yeah, Leo's just loving this character. And he's like, yo, this is awesome. And he's like, I'm just sitting here like, I detest you, dude. Like, you're the worst motherfucker. And then he's like, but then I realized he's one of the best characters I ever wrote. And I'm like, he's definitely one of your best written characters.
Yeah, and the way Leo plays him is incredible.
God, brilliant. All right, then when Raleigh finds out about Margot's past.
Oh, my God. I know that's your favorite scene.
That's my favorite scene. So funny, dude.
Yeah.
When Richie cuts his hair and makes an attempt.
Yeah, honestly, that is a great scene. Like, showing him.
That's really ties the film. It ties everything up. Yeah. All the themes and everything that Wes wanted you to see. That scene puts it all there for
the editing of that scene is incredible.
It's beautiful.
Or I would say the way it was cut.
Mm-hmm. It was beautiful.
The scene.
Yes. Chill.
Not his hair, not his beard.
Yes. Cut the hair and beard. That's what we're talking about here, guys.
Because he cuts it before he shaves.
He cuts his beard and his hair before he cuts.
Yeah, because he ends up shaving everything. He shaved because then he does the shaving cream.
Yeah.
It's really methodical how he does it. And honestly, it shows who Richie is as a person, how he has to do things in a certain order.
Guy, yeah. He's a step guy for sure.
Yeah.
When Richie tells Roy about him and Margot.
Oh, yes.
Which is interesting.
Oh, yeah, because that's when Mordecai comes back.
Comes back.
And then they're in the elevator.
Yep.
So he radios Pagoda.
Yeah. Damn, what?
Yeah.
That shit is funny.
It's like, Dusty, cover for us.
Cover for us.
And Dusty has the doctor.
Yep.
Because he's the doctor twice.
He is the twice. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
When Royal gives Etheline the divorce.
Oh, yeah.
And basically tells him, like, I want you guys to be.
Yeah, he gave him his blessing. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to stay out the way.
Yeah.
And then, of course, when Eli crashes into the house.
Oh, yeah, with the face paint.
With the face paint and all that.
Yeah, he looked like one of the paintings.
He did.
Only in a suit.
Yeah. Ridiculous. And then, of course, Royal's funeral.
Yeah.
You know, and then that's the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like.
So basically almost the entire film.
Almost the whole fucking film.
Yeah.
It's just great.
Because there's always like little scenes that like mean so much in the bigger picture.
Yes.
So.
Best characters.
I mean, Royal, Richie, Margot, Chaz, Ethel, Henry. Pretty much everyone we recasted, right?
The whole fucking cast.
Yeah.
So I left Richie off. Not because I don't like him. I didn't put him in worse. He fell in the middle for me as a character, even though his character is probably the most important one.
Is it because he's more of a catalyst?
He is more of a catalyst to everyone else.
Yes,
he really is a catalyst to everyone. He really is. And I think that's why I was like, he's not one of the best, but he's not one of the worst either.
Yeah.
For best, I have Royal, Margot, Raleigh St. Clair, Henry, Ethel, Pagoda, and Mordecai.
Mordecai, yes. Yeah, because Mordecai, that means something.
It means something. He's symbolic. Yeah. And whatever, I don't quite know what he means. Maybe he's hope coming back.
I think I know what it is. Because remember when Alec Baldwin, as the narrator, is like, you know, Richie fed Mordecai like three sardines and set him free because he realized nothing should ever live in a cage.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of like that. If you love something, set it free.
Go, and if it comes back, it's forever. Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
That was a metaphor for Margot?
I think so, because he kind of...
He lets Margot go. He goes away, and then...
He lets himself go,
lets
too.
himself go.
But he comes back.
He comes back, and she comes back, too.
Yeah.
You know, so
I think Mordecai parallels that.
He does, yeah. That's what
like his love of Mordecai.
That's what Mordecai is far more important to this than I think people probably actually thought about.
Yeah, because he had Mordecai from when he was a kid.
From a kid, yeah.
Yeah.
Worst characters. I had Royal, Chaz, and Eli.
Dudley.
Oh,
this car has a dent in it.
Dudley's retarded. Excuse me, Dudley's.
And here, and here.
I feel like the whole damn thing's did it, brother.
Yeah, do it.
And it's not.
Am I colorblind?
It's not these characters are bad.
No.
It's just if I have to pick worse ones. Royal's obviously a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He's the most lovable, great piece of shit you're ever going to meet.
Yes,
So it's like, he's got to be number one best and number one worst.
Yes, because he he's also the reason everyone's fucked up.
Yeah.
But he's also the reason everyone gets back together.
Mm-hmm. He's like, it's like, I saved your life. Yeah, but you almost killed me to begin with.
Yeah. That's the last time you stabbed me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because Pagoda, you son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Stabbed me again.
So,
yeah.
And like, Chaz isn't a bad character, but he's so uptight the whole time, and you're like, he's no fun.
He only starts to open up at the end.
At the very end. So I'm like, but his character's necessary and all that.
Yeah.
Eli.
Oh, he's
just
terrible.
Fucking drug addict fucker, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're banging your best friend's sister.
Everyone knows Custer died at Little Bighorn, but what this book presupposes is maybe he didn't. Yeah, you're a pretentious asshole who isn't saying anything.
Yeah, you're a pseudo-intellect.
Yeah. You didn't want to have anything to do with me until I got good reviews.
Yeah.
You never got good reviews.
Yeah.
The sales were always good.
The sales were good, yeah. Struck some gold.
Yeah.
You're
right.
I had no nitpicks. I don't have any. Unless you could think of maybe some weird detail in the detail world of Wes Anderson.
Honestly, I don't think I had any either.
I couldn't think of one thing.
Because the way that it's painting a certain picture and it succeeds.
Hell yeah. It's a Picasso.
Yeah.
Dude. Hell yeah. It might start out like a Jackson Pollock, but it definitely is Picasso.
Wow. Jackson Pollock's number 2.
I could make a fucking Jackson Pollock, dude.
I know how to do the spatter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I learned.
Is it a real technique?
Yeah. I took a stagecraft class and we learned how to do it.
Oh, nice.
Well, pretty much.
Get some recreations here.
I'll just show you real quick. Like, let's say this is the
canvas.
The canvas, right? You take your paintbrush, right? Have your hand here and just knock it against your hand.
So
and that's where the splash. Yeah, and that's where the spatter comes from.
You get a little, but it's not too much. You get
yes.
So I guess how much you want, the hardness you hit it.
Yes.
Yeah. And the more paint you use. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy, but I think it is all in the technique and what you're trying to convey.
And the visual eye.
Yeah. Because you have to be able to see it first.
Before you do it.
Yeah, to know like how and where. And
I'm sure sometimes like, oh shit, I fucked that up. Oh well.
Yeah.
It's a splat. All right. This is the time for the good part.
The recasting?
The recasting.
All right. Who do you have as Royal? Because
we talked about him earlier. Gary Oldman.
Oh my God.
Bro, Gary Oldman is so good. He would be perfect, dude. Right age, right look. Right.
Gary Oldman would be incredible.
He's smooth as hell.
And he's a chameleon.
Yeah. He can do anything, bro. He can be funny. He can be serious. He can do it all. So I was like, who's age appropriate that can actually hold the weight of Gene Hackman? Because he's he's a knockout heavyweight.
You know what? You're right. I'm not going to even say, because I already told you my pick, because that's all I could do.
Go ahead and let the people know.
Okay. I said Bill Murray because he's age appropriate now.
He is. But my only thing with Bill Murray is he too dry to be Royal. He's quite dry. And Royal
is very dry.
Energetic. And
what about like Tom Hanks?
That'd be
he's worked with Wes.
He has. He's right age, and that would be a different role. That would be really fun.
Because honestly, he or Gary Oldman, I think, would bring something unique and different to it. But it might give Tom Hanks.
It will give him some edge that I think he needs.
Yeah.
He's always playing a straight guy. This would be
he's always been incredible.
Yeah, this would be a fun, edgy role for him. I actually like that a lot.
Yeah.
Either one of them I'd be cool with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd roll with either one. All right. For Ethel, especially, I was thinking about how old Angelica Houston is in the film.
Yeah.
Despite how old she may look.
Yes.
Because she probably looks a little older.
Yeah, she
close
does.
To 60 in there.
Yeah, but I think on purpose.
Yes. The way she's made up in the hair and everything. Yeah. So I'm like, dude, she didn't look. Yeah, I mean, she's aging pretty well. I went with Cate Blanchett.
That's who I put. Look, right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Has she worked? Does she work with
Steve Zissou?
Yep.
Yeah, Life Aquatic.
Him in Life Aquatic.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure she worked with Wes. I'm just drawing a damn blank.
She was pregnant.
Yep, she was pregnant.
Yes.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, and I thought she would be perfect too.
Yep, that was just like, I'm like, who's age appropriate and can bring that? She's another chameleon. She can do whatever, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you watch her in Life Aquatic and then you watch her like Thor Ragnarok. You know?
Yes, yeah.
Do everything.
Everything.
For now, the kids get weird.
Yeah, wait. Can we do Henry first since we just...
All right, Henry. All right, who you got?
I put Idris Elba.
Me too.
Really?
Yes, sir. Right there.
Oh my God! Wow.
I was like,
wow.
gotta be him.
Yeah, because they would be perfect together.
Perfect. The age is right.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
And him and Kate Blanchett will have such good chemistry,
yes,
bro.
Yes.
Because like if you ever watch 3,000 Years of Longing with him and Tilda Swinton, they had a really good chemistry. And I'm like, he could definitely carry the same similar chemistry over with Kate Blanchett. Because he's just really good too. He's another dude who's just always good.
Yeah, even in like he did at least one Tyler Perry film?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, and he's good in that. Yeah. Daddy's Little Girls.
Yes, yeah, he was great.
And he's good in that movie.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm like, I don't even like Tyler Perry, but I like this dude in this movie.
Is it because Medea is like Drag Queen Story Hour?
No.
Oh,
it's because Medea sucks. And Tyler Perry's writing and direction suck.
Look, I'm not going to argue with
you. I think he paints a terrible picture of black life, but that's my own personal opinion.
I'm like, listen, argue with
every black woman isn't a struggling fucking, gone through. There's plenty of normal black women out there, bro. Yeah. Like, not every black woman's angry. You know what I'm saying? It's like
it's like for a church crowd.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, sadly. You stereotype your own people so much. It's ridiculous.
But that's how he made his money.
That is motherfucker's rich as fuck. Bro. Yeah. I think he's a billionaire now, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, more power to you, dog.
Look, if you put God in stuff, you don't have to pay taxes. You should consider religious.
For real?
Yeah. Honestly,
you're lying.
No, if you think about it, like,
wait, is that a real thing?
Well, like, think about like radio stations, right? There's certain radio stations that, like, if they have religious programming a certain amount of time per week, it's like
you get a bunch
of
donations,
tax deductible, whatever.
People are giving you donations.
Think about like churches; they don't pay taxes, right? But it's the same type of deal if you're a religious organization. So if you say God or whatever, so have Medea pray so many times, I'm sure he was able to keep more than he had to put out.
Can I tell my employer I'm very religious, so can you stop taking taxes on my check?
Yeah, it's against my religion to pay taxes.
I have to pay taxes, please.
Yeah.
All right, so we both got the same hair.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Cool.
So how about Raleigh?
I had two people that I liked for him. One's a Wes Anderson alumni, one isn't.
Okay.
Willem Dafoe or... You'll like this one. Jeff Daniels.
Oh, I love Jeff Daniels.
I know you like Jeff Daniels.
God, I put Steve Carell.
Oh, man. Oh, that's...
Because I think he could have that same type of...
I think that's kind of... You got to go with him, right?
But Jeff Daniels is amazing in everything.
He is. And I'm like, he's at that age now.
Yeah.
And I could see him... God, but Steve Carell is like tailor-made for that.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
I'm not fucking... Because he's like a West alum now.
Yeah, and he's like early 60s now. So I'm
a little pissed off myself. I didn't think of that one.
Yeah, because he was in Asteroid City.
Did I not think of him? He's like tailor-made for that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's who we're going with. Right. That's it. All right. So let's
and Pagoda real quick.
Oh, you got him. Go ahead. Tell
Ben
him
Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley. That's who we're going with.
And he could add a little more pizzazz.
Oh yeah, because he's a real actor. Yeah, so he's going and he's really good. So he's going to bring it. Damn, I'm mad I didn't think of Steve Carell. He's like fucking tailor-made for that part, bro. Yeah. Like, geez. All right. So Chaz. Dude, I had a really hard time with Chaz. Like, and Eli. I had a really hard time with him. Who you got for Chaz? I want to know who you got first.
I put Jonah Hill.
Dude, that's actually with the hair and
yeah.
Damn, you're on fire today. That's good. Yeah. That's way better than who I picked. I don't even want to tell who I picked.
Come on, who?
I had Dave Franco.
Oh, you know what? If God,
I was just thinking age appropriate guy.
Yeah,
age appropriate. Jonah Hill's like Jewish type guy. That's perfect. Shit.
Yeah, because then, believe it or not, I have to go to Richie. I was thinking Michael Cera.
Dude, so I thought about Michael Cera
because
for either Eli or Richie. I thought about him, and I didn't use him at all.
I thought
about him
because of the way that Luke Wilson does the almost like deadpan. Mm-hmm. Michael Cera can do it. Yeah. So like a super bad reunion is what I was thinking. Yeah.
So I went with a different reunion.
Okay.
Two people who always are together. For Margot and Richie, I went with the Greta Gang. I went with Saoirse Ronan and Chalamet.
I thought you might, but see,
Saoirse Ronan's perfect for Margot.
I said Jennifer Lawrence. Because she's at the right age. Because Margot's supposed to be like 33, 34.
Yeah, she is the right age.
Yeah.
I feel like she's too pretty. I wanted someone a little more plain in the face. And that's why Saoirse Ronan, I think, would be perfect. Saoirse Ronan's pretty, but not like Jennifer Lawrence is like so distractingly pretty.
So I'm surprised you didn't. Oh, never mind. Because of what you just said, I would have thought Florence Pugh.
Of course.
Yeah,
Florence was
yes.
way too pretty to play.
Yeah.
Okay. She's another one, too distractingly pretty.
So what if we do Saoirse Ronan and Jonah Hill and Michael Cera? Because Michael Cera, I think, could do the deadpan stuff.
He would be perfect as Richie. I like that. Yeah, dude, I like that. Yeah, I like them.
And Eli.
I had your boy, Jack Quaid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I put Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell would be good. Is he too good looking, though? That was my thing with
Glenn Powell is a stunning man. Yeah. I mean, I hate to say that.
He's a stud.
But I think he could.
He's a good actor, though.
Yeah.
So I think he could pull off I'm kind of a depressed drug addict.
Jack Quaid is like super tall.
He is tall, and that was my problem.
Yeah.
I was like, I think that dude's like 6'2".
Yeah. Because I had him. I actually had him for Richie or Michael Cera.
So I was around with.
I want Jack Quaid to like have a breakout.
So, and I was like, so I thought about Michael Cera. I thought about Jack Quaid.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was going back and forth. I was like, I feel like Michael Cera wouldn't be believable as Eli, but I wanted to pair Saoirse up with a Wes alum with Timothy.
Yeah.
They've already worked together so much.
Would he be almost too good looking?
He might be too good looking.
Because Luke is actually a good looking dude.
Yeah.
But it's like unconventional in a way.
Put the fucking long hair on him and give Chalamet a beard. He'll soften all those facial features everyone knows him for.
Yeah, you're right. And then you wouldn't know until he shaves.
He's like, oh shit. Some people are like, wait, who's that Chalamet under that?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, honestly, any of them dudes could work, but I definitely like Jonah for Chaz. Yeah. Definitely roll with that. I mean, for Richie, I do like Michael Cera, though. Acting wise.
Yeah.
I think we should go with him.
Seeing him in like Arrested Development, Scott Pilgrim.
Yes.
And even in Barbie.
Barbie, Superbad. Oh,
yeah.
I think we should go with him for that. For Richie. So Michael Cera. And for Eli, who'd you say?
Glenn Powell.
Too good looking, bro. He's fucking jacked and good looking.
Yeah, but like, wouldn't that make more sense?
Isn't that Glenn Powell is going to let himself become a drug addict like that?
I don't know if he's depressed, maybe, because everyone's depressed in the film.
That is true. It's just, man.
But he probably has no reason to be depressed.
Handsome.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like he's just too handsome for the role.
Yeah.
Because I was like, of course I thought about little ass Tom Holland, but I was like, no.
Yeah, but then he might be a good Chaz.
He would be a good Chaz.
Yeah, believe it or not.
He would be a good Chaz.
Like if you had Tom Holland, Saoirse Ronan, and Timothy Chalamet as the older kids.
That'd be a fun one.
Yeah.
Eli, bro, we can't go with Glenn Powell. He's too good looking.
So
he's fucking jacked, tall.
Yeah.
Owen and him, like, come on, bro. Oh, look like Glenn Powell.
We could always do Pete Davidson.
He's a drug addict.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's already there.
Yeah, I mean, like, but is Pete Davidson convinced? Is he good looking enough to be convincing that he'd be like an author and be on the face of the back of a book?
Yeah, like who would be? Who can you imagine holding up those snakes?
Yeah, like
on that.
That was fucking hard to cast.
Yeah, because it's like, did you send my mom your
clippings and your college grades?
Yeah,
like
yeah. God,
man, I think Jack Quaid could pull it off.
I think he could. Yeah, because he's
dorky enough, but he has a good enough look to not be like, okay, this guy's too good looking or too ugly. Like his looks fall right in the middle there.
Yeah,
because Owen Wilson ain't ugly, but he's definitely not considered hot or handsome.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, that's fine. We'll do Jack
Quaid.
We'll
roll with that. Cool.
All right.
That was
a tough one,
but that was a fun one. There's a lot of good characters. I have no unanswerable questions because they pretty much tell you everything.
Yeah, because it's a complete story.
It is like only things I have like, how did Evelyn and Henry's marriage work out? Just Chaz,
But that would be another story.
That's another story.
It's a book.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, they really kind of everything wraps up neatly in a bow for real. So prop you want from the movie? I had 3.
I would love, before it's crashed, Eli's car.
Eli's car thing is lit.
Yeah.
So I had a car, but not that one.
Okay.
I had Margot's wooden finger. That thing's cool.
Wow. It might smell like Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina.
Yeah, it would. Oh, fuck. Yes, she would. Oh, God. She got to get her wood from somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, we're terrible.
Oh, my.
I had Gypsy Cab.
Oh, my God, yes.
Take a Gypsy Cab home.
Yeah.
And I had Richie's tent with everything in it.
Oh, yeah.
I want it as is. The color, because like yellow, right? Yellow tint with all the shit that was in it.
I would like any of the paintings, because I like
any of the paintings.
I like Eric Chase Anderson's art style anyway.
Yeah, because I have this on Criterion, and like after we talked about this last week, I sat there and looked at that cover for a good like 3 minutes.
Oh yeah,
analyzed it and looked at the booklet. It's awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's like the Abbey Road kind of thing.
Yes,
every
bro.
Character.
And yes, on the actual disc, bro, it's got the Abbey Road. Lit, bro. It's a great one of Criterion's cooler releases as far as the artwork goes.
Yeah, because on the cover it's Go Mordecai,
and he's holding them up. Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah.
So. And that's another reason I was like, dude, Mordecai is way more important than I think people realize. Like, dude, he ain't on the cover. He didn't pick this image to draw out for the cover for no reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dude. So that was a fun one. That was a fun one.
And I hate to say it, but it's obviously an A+.
It's an A+. I don't think we even have question. I was like, I think people understand that we fucking like the film.
Yeah,
it's an A+. And if you've never seen it, I hope you didn't.
You get an A-.
First. You get a D. You get an F-, bro. This movie's over 20 years old. It's time to watch it.
Yes.
This is weirdly a comfort film for me.
You know why? I think you just brought that up, and I think I know why, because I just realized something. It came out like right after 9/11.
Yeah.
So if it is a comfort film, it's because it gave hope in a time of despair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because dude.
Yeah, because like you said, it ends on a high note.
From September 11th, I'd say for a whole solid year, it was weird.
Yes.
It was strange. And 2001's an awesome year.
Yeah, it
was. Outside of 9/11, 2001's one of the best years of the 21st century, if you ask me.
Yeah.
We got here.
Yeah.
It's great. So, Life Aquatic next week? That would be next in order.
Yeah, if we do Life Aquatic and then Fox
and then Budapest.
Is that cool?
I bet. Yep. No, I got them all on Criterion except Grand Budapest. I have it regular. I was being cheap. I was being cheap. Bro.
I know.
I was like, oh, I could get the regular Blu-ray for $10, or I could spend 20 and get the Criterion. Well, it's going to play the same. They don't. And Criterion's look way better.
Yeah.
And you get you get that artwork, and I'm like, anyone want to buy my fucking regular one so I can go buy the fucking Criterion? Yeah, it's a great cover.
Yeah,
honestly, the Darjeeling cover, the Royal Tenenbaums, honestly, all of them, dude, all of them. Like the Bottle Rocket cover is even cool, and I don't even think that's a drawing.
Eric Chase Anderson didn't do that one.
Yeah, I was like, it's just,
but it's done in like his style, because this is that like the sketch of.
Yes, that's fire, bro.
Yeah, it's actually
perfect
because they want it to be like his stuff.
And if you've seen that movie, that drawing's great.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's incredible. I'm looking for one picture here. Oh, this is actually Wes Anderson's sketch of the Darjeeling Limited.
That's what I was like. That. Oh man, that one was rough. I think for Golders Brothers.
but like this is Wes's sketch.
Yeah, it's
so I think that's why his brother Eric does the art.
Okay, well, because he does a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like it's got that messy, shitty look, but it's like nice, messy, shitty.
Yeah.
Like it's like you're talented here.
Because I think Eric Chase Anderson might be like. I mean, he played an architect in Rushmore, but I think he has that kind of background.
I'm sure he does if you can draw. So
yeah.
All right, guys. So next week, Life Aquatic. Steve Zissou. Was that the Tiger Shark?
Yes, yeah.
My man Willem Dafoe making his first West appearance.
And dude, the fucking David Bowie in Portuguese soundtrack,
bro. That is the highlight of the film.
Yeah,
I'm like, why does this sound so good?
Yeah,
it shouldn't sound that good.
No, and the thing is, I have no idea what the fuck he's saying, but I do because I know all the songs.
Lyrics, yeah. You're like, and you're bopping and vibing. It's fucking great. And then, of course, my girl Kate Blanchett.
Yeah.
Another great Angelica Houston performance.
Yeah.
And the dynamic between Bill Murray and Owen Wilson in this movie is fucking great.
Yeah.
Anywho, so I am Dom.
I am Jamie.
And this is the Cutting Room Floor.